Alright, so you guys ran through the sewers for a few days. Well, it was actually one day in real game time, but it took us like 4 months to get through it.
Yeah.
In real life time. You finally made it out of the sewers. And ran into a couple of the heavily armed soldiers, got scared, ran away, created a diversion, came back. Soldiers were out of the way, but that prickly little receptionist was just going to end your world. So Delaris decided to chop her in half.
Plot twist, I ended her world.
Yes. And after doing so, you snuck to the airship. Once you made it to the airship, you found that Marge had beat you there because she left several hours earlier while you guys were dawdling in the sewers. You found 3 dead airship worker hands that were up on deck that Marge had apparently dealt with. And she was trying to find the soul of the dragon that was on the ship. But much to her surprise, it was gone. And I think Vixian's character is wearing the suit of armor made from the dragon heart. And I think Vixian even has the soul of the dragon inside of him. So anyways, so it wasn't there, and she wasn't too happy about that. And Heritus explained to you guys that Marge had been lying to the party the whole time. And there was an intense standoff, and then she shot at Heritus, and he ran away. And you guys said, alright, let's go to sleep. So, that's where we left. Yeah, that's where we left. Everybody crowded into the front ship room. I'm not good with boat terminology, so we're just going to say front room. And is retiring for a long rest. So everybody's sitting down to rest, and
I'll take first watch.
Not right now.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
I'll take second watch.
Alright. Vixian will volunteer to do first watch with you.
Oh, we need more than one person on watch?
It's usually good to have 2 people on a watch. We don't have internet, so Alexa won't work.
Either way, probably best to split the high perception people into 2 different watches.
Yeah,
I'll take first watch.
I already called it.
Well, there needs to be 2 people, apparently.
Vixian
There,
volunteered.
it doesn't have to be. Vixian just volunteered because he's not here.
He has
and
the
I
same
thought it was
perception
fun.
as me.
Fair enough. I'll just get my nappies in.
If Vixian yells wicked awesome, we know that something's happening.
So,
She's never been on one
Vixian,
before.
you keep watching here.
Sure.
I'm going to sit just outside the door.
So you're going to step out onto the
Just
out open air?
creeping out there, yes. Sitting out there to keep watch.
Okay. Make a perception check then.
Got a little bit of role playing I want to do while I'm
Let me show you.
keeping watch.
Let me show you.
So it'd be 19.
Alright. So looking out, you see the spotlight from the lighthouse in the center of the area is slowly spinning, lighting up the areas as it goes. And you see the same patrols you saw before, the single steam tank, the single steam mech, and a couple guards with them. And there's 2 of those that are kind of rotating in unison on opposite sides of the lighthouse. All night long, you hear the click-clack of the massive metal conveyor belt road that goes from quadrant to quadrant. And you see occasionally some crates and some machinery that's just moving between the quadrants.
I remember how fast.
No, other than that, nothing really crazy happens.
Alright. So while the patrols are kind of far away, Ted's going to take out his shield and look at it. Say, so, I'm on a ship that was powered by a dragon heart. I've heard of a ship that was powered by wizard batteries. I've seen portals powered by magical crystals. What's powering you?
Animal handling check.
He's just kind of look over his shield and see if would he know how to take it apart or to work on it in any way.
So you can make an intelligence check. Because you definitely were not there for its construction.
Right.
It was given to you by the Lord Commander when you took your position.
That's not going to work. That'd be a 2.
Okay, so make if you're gonna, let's see. So that was your intelligence check. Let's go with an investigation check, and I'll just raise the DC.
I suck at both of those, by the way.
12.
12. You poke and prod at it, and you start to find like a small panel that you can kind of pry back, but it's held down by some bolts that you can't really figure out how they work at this moment, and you're worried you're going to bend it or break it, so you kind of give up after a few minutes.
I don't know if I trust you anymore. And other than that, he's not really good.
Okay.
That's going to be I'll wake up them all.
Vixien goes, "Wicked awesome. I'm going to sleep." Delaris, when are you taking yours?
My sleep?
Your watch. Are you gonna?
I guess second watch.
Second watch with.
I assume we only need
with
2
the
watches. Yeah,
Okay. Well, with 3.
3.
There's the 2 during the night, and the third final one will watch until everybody gets up.
I'll take the 3rd one then.
I've got nothing fancy to do. I'm just looking at my turtle eyes for a few hours.
Okay.
And yours. Turtle ears.
I guess Reggie will sit with you. He's got nothing else better to do.
Okay. Yeah, because he's not here yet.
He may or may not be on the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope he's all.
So, Reggie sits with you. He sits down and pulls out a few of his objects and kind of makes a circle. And Daddy?
Yes.
Papa? You there? And you see him kind of sigh after a few minutes.
I mean, he's clearly around, dude. Like, you summoned him.
Yeah,
I
but
watched him kill a man.
It'd be nice if he talked to me when I wanted to talk to him, you know?
Yeah, it's fair.
I didn't.
But I don't have much to really
Alright, are you staying in the room, or are you going out?
I'll step out on deck.
Okay.
Just chill.
Go out and make a perception check.
Okay. I gotta do this all stuff. Okay. So that's gonna be a 19.
So you see a lot of similar things that Tev saw. The same patrols, the lighthouse is going. One thing you do notice is the lower left quadrant. So if you're looking straight down, you guys are in the lower right quadrant with that looks like a landing area. There's this airship and a big area with a big red X that, presumably for other airships to land. And you notice the lower left quadrant starts to light up with a few spotlight type deals, and you see some crates heading in that direction. But other than that, it's just workers. You don't really see any military or soldier activity other than the standard patrols.
How big are the crates?
They're probably a couple feet by a couple feet. They're not too massive, but there's a handful of them.
I note them.
So they're not mech-sized.
Yeah, that's mainly what I was
Which, so when you guys came out of the lighthouse and kind of clocked the different quadrants, it's kind of basically an assembly line. You've got the different pieces, and in that lower left, you saw mechs in various states of being put together. So you wouldn't see a full mech size heading towards that quadrant. You would see pieces.
Copy that.
Somehow we didn't die during 2 of 3 watches.
So it's during this watch that Delaris will finish rustling the bag.
Holding?
Yes.
Jeff?
Wish.
Jeff, check.
So I'm assuming based on your other rests that Delaris is sitting cross-legged meditating.
Yes.
For his
Very, very much so.
So you're sitting there staring at the walls, meditating, relaxing, when you feel the light almost dim and the walls stretch out 20, 30, 40 feet away from you. The room gets impossibly large, and you feel the footfalls of something large coming towards you before 2 large clawed, almost taloned feet just come beside you, massive. Each foot is the size of you. And you hear heavy breathing over your shoulder. and you hear the familiar voice from the dragon back on the island. I sense a new source of power within you. There's no shame of using whatever means necessary to push the limits of your power, as long as you remember why I sent you to this island. You then recall putting your hand on that spike to get an extra level.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
I knew you were the right one to choose for this journey.
How do I convince these companions of mine to join in my quest that you sent me on?
They don't need to necessarily join you, as long as they aid you in getting there. I only need one disciple. The rest are just tools. Find the one responsible for the missing dragons and end them.
Yes, my lord.
You hear the footsteps slowly fall away and the heavy breathing get quieter. And in the back of your head you hear a small whisper. Your god dragon is not as powerful as you think. I can show you true power.
I'd like. What can I roll to see who that is? History?
Insight?
Religion?
Religion? You just tell me what you want to roll and why. And I'll set the difficulty here.
Insight's fine.
Okay. Into yourself. Let's try to beat a 13.
That's a 19.
Alright. You've had this odd sensation gnawing at the back of your mind ever since you stuck your hand on that spike. Almost as if you've had a second person sitting back there just watching.
Can I tell who it is?
No, it's just kind of been a presence. You know the prickly feeling you get when you feel like somebody's watching you? But it's almost like internally, like as if your internal mind has been getting prickly, like somebody's watching you. But then it just kind of dissipates and goes away, and then occasionally later it'll come back up, and odd sensations here and there.
Mine is a prickly pear.
I'd like to. I don't know. I guess meditate to kind of explore that a little bit.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
A relaxation roll.
Relaxation
No, you're fine.
roll.
So just meditate on it and think about it overnight, and then we'll come to that later whenever something changes.
Okay.
So second watch goes without issue. You see, other than you noticing the lower left quadrant becoming active. Third watch rolls around, and Marge walks over to Delaris and wakes you up. Delaris, let's finish this watch. This third watch out.
Noah, let's play soccer. No, I play soccer.
Okay.
No, you just stay in the goal. Yeah, that's cool.
Why would I trust you to watch with me?
I thought that was the point of both of us being here, so that one that doesn't trust the other, you keep each other in check, you know? Isn't that the point?
I do not need you to finish this watch.
Well, I don't care. I don't trust you to watch. So I'm going to go watch.
Put me on that ball.
Have fun.
She steps out the door.
I already did. Done it.
All right.
Where are you going to take your watch at?
I assume it's up here, right?
No, she's just walking out on the deck.
All right. Well, I'll go up here and take my watch.
So you're going to walk up and sit company with the 3 dead bodies?
Yep.
Okay.
Chilling.
Yep.
While looting them while I'm also watching.
You looted them already.
I would like to loot again.
Alright, make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Give me the loot.
They have very nice underwear on.
12.
Yeah, so you find some nice underwear.
I put them on.
I have bad news about dead bodies and voided novels.
I'd like to roll a poo check.
Alright, I'm going to make a perception check for her. She rolled a 2.
It's always a
She gets
poo episode.
plus
That's the
0
secret.
to perception. She honestly doesn't see. She doesn't. Yeah, she's got night vision. So she's fine. She looks out. She notices the patrols. So that's about. You can kind of just see her idly looking around, though. Are you just standing there with the bodies for your watch?
I like to put them neatly in a corner.
There you go.
Out of the way. Do a little housekeeping.
Make a perception check.
Alright.
Unless you don't want to actually take the watch and you're just playing with the bodies all night.
Well, you know. I don't remember what my perception is.
Are you arranging
What my
that?
bonus is. Where... Nope, I remember now.
Plus 2.
Ah,
I beat you.
it's a 19.
Okay, so you look out, and you see something similar to what Omal saw. The activity going on in the lower left quadrant.
Alright, and I notice...
So you see the same activity going on, but about halfway through, it all dies down, and the lights slowly go off one by one. And over in that quadrant where they're working, and the people file away, and it gets quiet over there. You still see the same patrols, but other than that, about 2/3 of the way through the shift, you do notice Marge head back in. So she goes back in.
Alright, I wake Tev as he's had the most rest.
There's only
Adam.
3 shifts,
Alright.
so
And tell him about everybody shuffling out.
all right. So as you go in, Omal, you're having a fun little dream,
I figured.
swimming through a stream. All your other little turtly brothers and sisters. When you hear a little voice creep into your mind,
These are
Amal.
Thomas's dice.
wake up, run.
Uh-oh.
Your eyes snap open,
Yeah, it's green.
and you see Marge reaching for you with her hand out.
What number is
I wouldn't advise that.
that? What number is that?
You can go ahead and make an opposed athletics check here.
No.
Okay.
Table, please.
I have reason for not
Is
advising
this
that.
box of doom material?
25.
No.
So as she puts her hand on you, there's a quick flash of light, but at the same time, right as you walk into the room, you see this flash of light on Omal for a split second and it's gone. But at the same time, you hear the sound of heavy footsteps hit outside on the boat deck.
I wake the party.
And muffled voices you can hear through the door.
I wake the party and let them know. Guys,
Oh.
I hear heavy footsteps and voices outside.
He's here!
He's here!
Oh my gosh, I need to find another door.
That was perfect timing. We were just hearing footsteps and voices outside.
Yeah, we were.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Alright, so
I wake the party.
Delaris,
I think I'm
Jump
awake.
up.
Is everyone awake?
Amal, Marge, and Delaris were already awake. Everybody else is woken up to the sound of. So you kind of hear.
Yeah, that's right. Be quiet.
Let's see. Let's have you make a perception check.
Oh. I'm in a position to perceive
Yeah, make a
anything.
perception check too.
Oh, goody.
Oh, that's probably good. 21.
25.
All right.
Good news is you didn't
Both
miss
of you,
anything. just
being from the
meditated.
Tech Empire, are very familiar with this sound. You hear the sound of almost the afterburn of Thruster, as then metallic, heavy boots hit the
Jackson.
hit the deck, and then you hear a muffled voice.
He's being loud.
We've tracked them this way. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Okay, when he's loud.
I look at Marge.
Don't look at me, big fella. I didn't do this.
Just so you know, there's a chance that like he takes you if you try stuff.
He.
You know, do you know? Does Marge know?
Come back up here.
She winks at you once away. So then you hear the sound of a second afterburn. Boots hit the deck. Yes, my lady. I will look. and you hear footsteps.
Do I recognize any of the voices?
You can make a history check.
Okay.
You can too.
Probably
Dev.
bad about that.
One.
And natty 1 minus 1. That's a 0.
Wow.
Which makes
Impressive.
sense. I don't think you would have ever crossed paths with
Okay.
them.
27.
Why are you so good at history?
It actually hurt
I-
my brain to try to
I
remember.
took expertise in it.
Oh,
The formality of My Lady and the sound of the afterburn and the metal boots. It sounds familiar. It's kind of scratching at the back of your neck or at the back of your mind, but
This isn't the Lord Commander, is it?
Yeah.
I don't think the Lord Commander would refer to another person as My Lady. Yes, my
I
lady.
didn't know if,
Crossbow.
you know, she's a mind control lady. I don't know.
and get off the hoverboard.
Either way, you don't recognize the voices, but it's just something sounds. When you hear the reverence of the voice and the sound of the heavy metal footfalls and stuff like that, it's definitely Empire-ish,
Take it out.
tech Empire-ish.
I don't want to pick it up.
My whole life is a lie. That's the most strong, sad Tev has ever been right there.
I look over. First time, buddy. You'll get there, don't worry.
Marge, what's going on?
3.
I-
Good job.
Like I told big fella over here, I don't know.
Inside check.
I did not
Not
leave
mixing them all up.
any evidence of me coming here. Did you?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but it's a bloody good question.
Is there a way for somebody to know that you were here?
I mean, plenty of ways technically if they know who any of us are.
No.
But I don't know if the Empire would do such things.
No. I mean on this ship. How did they find us here? I don't know who those people outside are, but apparently they're tracking somebody.
This probably isn't good.
I say enough talking. Let's
Yeah, we gotta get
ask
out of here.
questions later.
There's, the only way out is we can't go down to the ship from here, can we? We can only go out on the deck.
You could attempt, but you're not sure what the integrity of the bottom ship is since it's been crashed.
It's on the ground.
Oh, it's creeper.
I'm a monk. I don't care about fall damage.
Some of us do.
No, so like there's a ladder leading down into darkness, but nobody ever went down and searched it. But you were on the ship when it crashed.
Yes.
So
I crashed.
it hit really hard. There's a possibility you could find your way out, or you could just get trapped in wreckage. You're not sure because nobody went down into the ship after you wrecked it at Wrecking.
Well, okay, guys, we have a decision. Out or down? Out, we're out, but we have a situation. Down, we might be trapped.
I peek out the door
All right,
stealthily.
make a sleight of hand check.
Good. So I have a disadvantage to stealth right now. That's gonna be an 11.
Okay, and then make a stealth check.
Slams the door quietly.
13.
All right, so by one, as
You don't know if that's good or bad.
I realized it
Just
when I
means
did
it's
it.
close.
I'm like, wait a second.
as you peeked out, you see, similar to the soldiers you saw in the basement of the lighthouse in the previous day, someone in similar armor standing there. Up on the main deck where the steering wheel is, whatever you call it for a boat, you see a lady in similar armor, but her helmet's off. And she has long blonde hair, and she's carrying a massive sword with chainsaw blades running around the outside of it.
What her sword?
I have the chance.
And
already have an
as
awesome
she
sword,
stands,
though.
you notice her put something on the bodies up there that you were messing with. And as she stands up and turns to speak to this soldier who's right here, she sees right past him you opening the door at that exact moment.
This is because I prematurely fist pumped, isn't it?
Yes.
All right.
And you hear her shout, "Lucas, behind you!"
Down it is.
Before he can turn around,
It feels like
This-
we might be a little late.
it's
Yeah,
like
going
you've,
down things.
it's like you've never left.
We just turn this into a Scooby-Doo chase sequence. That's all.
So we're gonna go ahead and roll
can
for
do it
initiative.
No, before I turn,
Can we do like a Scooby-Doo?
You open the door, she sees you. It's gonna be a roll for initiative to see who goes first.
just opposed initiative for now.
Well, everybody's gonna roll for initiative for anybody that wants to do
Oh.
something.
Dirty
Can we
20.
do a Scooby-Doo style chase scene where like they run in this door, we run out a door on the opposite side, and then
You can do whatever you want on your turn, and the dice will speak for how well you run through doors.
Let's split up, gang.
Get lost to go wrong.
Nothing.
All right,
Good job.
everybody roll for initiative.
Dirty 20. Oh wait, yeah, you did.
I guess
Liz March.
in my absence, March has become overly familiar with the group in a way that I don't care for. I don't like that she's calling you big man.
Well, last episode she had a standoff with Herodis, and I was fully expecting you to be here to cause chaos while she was having a tense standoff with him. But instead, the party chose the calmer, peaceful route, and nobody died.
Which
Well,
was
I want
weird.
to talk to HR about her calling Omal big man.
Large man, large boy.
Empire HR.
All right, so Vixie and Axe first. What?
He says wicked
Fixing that.
awesome, and that's it.
Hey,
What do you guys think to do?
I'll check out the downstairs. And he starts climbing down the ladder.
So he runs. He jumps down the ladder.
Travis, your Boston and Australian are kind of merging together.
I can't do a car roll. I'm trying. But.
All right, so he goes down to the next one. Make a perception check for Vixie.
21. He has dark vision, so.
So you see, there used to be a ladder that went down to the lowest deck.
Yeah.
It is completely destroyed, and you see rubble just sticking up through it. There are doors leading this way, though.
Okay. Hey, I found doors down here. How much movement do I have left?
That took about 15 feet of your movement to get down that ladder.
Okay, so he's got 30. So can he make it to the door?
5, 10. You're right at the door, so you can use your action to open it. if
Yes.
you'd like. All right. So he opens the door,
Wicked awesome.
and you see the cannon room that you guys tried to climb up, and you initially climbed in there to get in.
Oh, that's way.
Okay.
All right. So
I
here's your bonus action.
found a path to the cannon room. My Carl's getting worse. Sorry.
All right. So Marge,
Awesome.
Wicked awesome.
Let's see.
Like apples.
All right. So she sees through the door that
Very
Delaris is
tidy.
standing in.
It's not your fault.
Should we make noise so you can cut that part?
I don't care.
I think the accent's so bad. I don't think Google's DeepMind AI is going to be able to suss out what just happened.
You hear Marge chuckle, and she goes, "So that's where you've been hiding." And she steps through the door and levels her gun at the lady and fires. She gets 4 shots. All 4 shots are at this lady.
Percentage practice.
That's 9 to hit. All right. So she's got to beat. All right. So she hits with 3 of them, and those are D10s. So 3 D10s. 11 plus 6, 17 plus 9 is 26. So you see this lady get nailed 3 times in the chest from the blast from Marge's gun, and she takes a stumble back.
Guess we're in this shit.
I was gonna say, just Vixians in the basement.
Ted, you're up.
Perfect.
I'm out of here. I was going down the ladder too.
All right. So 15 movement to get down.
You guys are bitches.
I don't know what your movement is.
Also 30.
So you're next to Vixian at the door.
What are we doing here? We abandoning Marge?
And me?
Valeris is outside too.
Tev has made a decision.
Are you gonna dash?
Oh yeah, I can dash. Yeah, I'll dash into the cannon room and
5,
look.
10.
Knock
Look
it
around.
down.
Yeah, I want to look around and see like what's in there if I can.
Same room you guys climbed into initially the night
Okay.
before. Because you guys came in through the cannon rooms to escape those guards that were patrolling.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
you went over here and climbed and did parkour to climb up and you guys fell down and hurt each other. And
All right. So I'll look for the point that we entered at and make my way toward it. Make my way.
5, 10, so 15. So you've got 15 feet of movement left when you get to the outer window that used to have cannons.
Okay. How big of a drop is it from here?
About 15 feet.
Okay. Going out.
Jumping out.
Going out.
All right.
Well, not jump. I'm going to try and.
You're gonna climb down.
Yes. Let me clarify.
Superhero.
I said
land.
going out, not jumping out.
Make an athletics check.
Clarify.
You know that female elephant from Sing?
Omal, you're up on deck.
Yes, I am. I'm right there.
I have never seen.
You're actually not on deck.
I know. I'm not.
Where are you
5.
going with this?
5.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh,
if
she's
I'm-
So
clumsy.
it's a
That's
spot.
kinda
It's a
what I
window
was
meant for
thinking.
cannons
feel like
and peeping
as-
out.
as
It's
we've
not a
got
very
older, our
large window because you
cultural
don't want
touch
the enemies
points
to be able to
have
see you and shoot in.
diverged in heavy ways.
You squeeze
That's
your
fair.
way through and feel the boards creaking. I mean, they're already broken from the crash, and boards start to crack as you push your way through, and you're like, this must not be the window I came through yesterday. But you finally make it through, but too late. You force yourself through, and it's like, and you go tumbling out the other side, and you're going to fall and take 11 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Woo! That was a big tumble.
I keep trying to get on this, but
So you are outside, right here.
Can you imagine taking fall?
Come on.
I know. Who takes falling damage? Crap. I mean, I'm a melee guy. But they're melee guys too. Marge, is this really in our best interest? I say over the radio.
2 feet from you.
Well, oh wait, she didn't leave. She
She's
didn't
right
go out the
next
room,
to
did
you.
she?
No, she shot through the door
Okay.
that Delaris was looking through.
Like, is this where we really want to make a stand against someone that you know who she is? Apparently, you've never, I guess, told us this part of your mission.
Oh, they're not part of my mission. They're just people who have been hunted by the Empire for the last 20 years.
I mean, that's fair. But are we in a position to keep fighting given that 2 people have already ditched?
Hey,
I'd be totally for it, by the way, but the 2 people have ditched.
I'm just taking my shots here, big fella. I'm following your guys' lead.
In that case, then I slip down into the darkness.
All right, 15 feet of movement, which
Oh, I have 50 feet of movement, so
you have 35 left. 15, 20, 25. So you're in here.
I can dash and I can get out of there.
All right, so same athletics check.
Okay. I mean, do
No
I have
big
to go
deal.
through the same small hole?
It's not small anymore.
That's true. I have the dice right here. Athletics check.
Yep.
That'll do 14 plus 8. So
Yeah, you make it. You crawl through the same window that Ted came through. This wasn't that small, and you climb down without issue.
oh, I actually wanted to jump.
You jump and land next to Tab without issue. Reggie, you're up.
Show off.
Unless you have a bonus action you want to use.
I got nothing.
All right, Reggie, you're up.
Tim, what are you doing? What are you doing? You coming? You going?
Tim was just sent on a very important mission, so he's going to opt for suicide.
All right, Marge. What are you? Are you gonna follow us out?
I'm not gonna stand here and fight like an idiot by myself.
All right. Well, that's a shame.
I ain't dying from none of you.
I say on the radio, understandable.
That's inappropriate.
All right. I'll leave out the bottom.
All right. So you run. So it'll take you about 20 feet of movement to get down because you're on the other side of the room. What's your speed?
I got 30 walk speed.
So you get to about here, 5 feet from the door. You're going to dash through?
Yeah.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you get to the window. 5 feet of movement left. Are you going to attempt to climb out?
Absolutely.
Alright, athletics check.
Man, we should have brought a cannon. Could have taken care of this problem real quick just by staging in the cannon room with a cannon.
14.
Those cannons were stripped by Brecken. 14. Alright, so you make it down without issue. You start to slip a little, but I mean, you're fine. You're a cat. You just go straight down the side with your claws.
There's only one cat who can't climb. And he's not here.
God rest his soul.
He's alive.
Maybe.
Alright, so we come up to his turn. He levels his rifle at Delaris.
Son of a bitch.
12, 18, and 17.
All misses.
Oh, miss. Jeez.
Wow.
So,
19.
the door around you just gets peppered with blasts from this rifle. Chunks of it are just ripping off as he shoots at you.
I'd like to think I used the force to deflect them, but you
Use
know.
the force. So at one point you cut one in half with your sword. You can make a dexterity check to see if you do this very well.
Probably not. That's a 9 plus 2.
All right, so it's not low enough that you're going to get hit by the bullet stepping in front of it to swing your sword, but you awkwardly heft your long sword in the doorway and try to come down to hit the bullet, and you get caught in the frame above you. But luckily, the door beside you just explodes where that shot was coming. So no
Thank
issue
God
there.
nobody was here to see that.
Yeah.
Marge saw it.
Yeah.
No, she's inside.
Marge last. She's right behind you, shooting through the door. So he takes a knee and steps to the side and says, "Milady, he's hidden in the doorway. See if you can get him now that I've blasted part of it away." And she's going to take her turn.
I hope she can.
You hope she can?
Yes, I hope she can hit me.
I hope she shoots more.
23 versus AC.
I think that's a hit.
She got you that time.
Well, 1 out of 4 is not bad.
So you see her, she has her sword, and she sticks it in the sheath in the back and pulls out a blaster from her hip. And you see it charge up with radiant energy as she casts Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Shit.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's not gonna feel great.
And there's also effects of that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I wish she'd.
No,
she'd
we
gone
were
first.
here.
It'll give Lucas help next time. 6, 8, 14, 18, 21. You take 21 radiant damage
Yay.
as it splashes into you, and you begin to emit a glowing aura that almost seems like it'll give somebody advantage if they try to hit you next time, as Guiding Bolt does. And then she's just going to start stepping down the stairs.
Ted says into the comms, Delaris, are you okay? Oh, yeah.
Go ask
Never
Mike
mind.
if you can have it.
No comms.
Mike, go ask him.
And when she gets to the bottom of the stairs, you see her pull a device out from her pouch and says, "I've got friends too. I don't know how many you've got in there," but she clicks a button.
Wonderful.
And you hear the sound of electricity charging.
Tim, you're gonna be bummed out when you find out you have no friends back there.
And make a perception check, Delaris.
6.
6. So you don't see what's going on. But it is your turn, luckily. So you have a big, giant, glowing dragonborn standing there in the doorway.
So I close the door.
You have to blow up. I don't know what happened.
You take the chunk of door that's still there and close it.
It's like one of those cool French style,
Yeah.
bottom half.
Well,
People pay to have
most of it's been
That's
blown
true.
away by the rifle blasts. So you close a chunk of a door that's all that's left there. and see that it does nothing.
And then I head down towards everybody else.
Alright, so you take off.
But after I get down the ladder, I shoot a web over the ladder hole.
Oh yeah.
Marge!
Shut up.
Oh no!
What's your movement speed?
30.
30? 5, 10. Alright, so you get to the bottom of the ladder. Alright, and is web, is that an action?
Every time.
Yeah. It's a
Alright, so
spell.
you're at the bottom of the ladder and you cast your action. As you finish your turn, she's going to take her legendary action and she's going to shoot at Marge.
Marge is going to be restrained.
Rolls a natural 1, misses completely.
Yes.
You guys hear a
Certainly
blast.
legendary.
You hear a blast from the floor above you as the wall explodes.
Puts a shield over his head to
Vixen.
shield himself from the debris.
Captain America style.
Vixen, you're going to try and run and dive out. He gets athletics plus 11. I don't think he's going to have issue. Roll a d20.
15.
You rolled a 15?
No, I rolled a 4, so plus 11. 15.
Alright, so you're just at it to where you can climb down. So he makes you down.
That's exactly how it looked when it came out.
Yeah.
Hey, Oliver.
Easy on the door.
Ask a different adult.
Oliver, come here.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you stay inside?
Alright,
Okay.
let's see. So at the end of Vixen's turn,
I'm a great dad.
Can I really have one of those juice days off?
the what? The juice box? The Capri Suns? I don't care. As long as your dad's fine with it.
Daddy, are you fine with it?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
What about me? Am I fine with it? I was brought in on this committee, so.
I don't know, what do you say?
Natural 20 as she takes her second
Oliver,
legendary
you want me
action
to-
and fires at Marge. So, let's see.
What's the legendary
Arm
action?
Fist.
That's a bad boss bitch, and she can do more stuff throughout a round than we can.
Well, that doesn't seem.
Alright. How many d6 you got?
This
Not enough. You need one more.
This may.
There you go.
I want.
Roll 66
I want that.
and add 4 to it.
You're making me kill Mars.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, 17, and 20.
In the car.
Did I do that? Hold on, did I do that? 2, 2, 2, 4, 6,
Keys are actually in there.
6, 12. Yeah, hold on. Would have been 19. My brain stopped. 20. Sure.
20. Okay.
And
she's-
I didn't add anything to that. That was just the
Oh, so
D6s.
24. She's going to use her uncanny dodge to take half that.
That's good.
7. And then I need 6d6 again for the necrotic.
Oh, that's not great. So 2, 6, 7, 13. Oh no, 18.
18?
18.
Okay. Alright. So you hear a blast from Delaris would be the only one to hear this because everybody else has gotten out of the ship as she gets knocked into the wall from this shot. So after that, it is Marge's turn, and she stepped forward and says, "Is that how you want to play, Irene?" And she levels her rifle. Come on, Irene. And
So much for following people's leads.
Yeah.
there's a giant web over there. So she glances back at the web and kind of chuckles, which nobody's up there to hear her chuckle. But you do hear her shout, "Is that how you want to play, Irene?" Natural 20, right back at her. So she hits her
Like Kirby.
3 times. All right, so D10. How many D10s you got? 10. How many D10s you got?
I mean, I've got a bunch of D100s.
I need 4 D10s rolled and add 9 to it.
5, 6, 7, 14, and add what? 9?
So 23.
23.
Alright. So You hear return fire from Marge as 4 blasts go off from her rifle. And you hear the sound of metal armor just getting slammed by these shots. And it's that point, you guys down here, when she uses her grasp of Hadar, goes over the edge. Ha! And she is going to take 3 blunt damage, bludgeoning damage.
Blunt damage.
You guys.
Is she prone?
As she hits the ground prone. Get her!
Oh, Get her!
I just dropped the d20.
Get her!
And Marge is going to step out onto the deck.
Okay.
And she has...
He dropped a dice and I thought it was fine.
Nobody sees what she does up there because nobody else is up there. But
That was a nat 20.
good deal. So they die. But
Yes.
you do hear the whoosh of air as something happens up there. Alright, which brings us to Tev.
Get her, Tiff.
Isn't it Vixian?
Vixian jumped out the window and then Marge
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
took
right.
her turn.
I forgot. Okay, yeah. So Tiff sees this big bad evil guy just laying on the ground beside him. So
Evil lady.
all right, Amal, this seems like your time to shine. So he's going to place his shield right up against Amal, rattle a few very fast snare rolls, and Amal is now hasted.
Interesting. What's that do other than speed for me? Does that give me an extra stuff in combat?
Let me read. Let me find the spell first. I know I have it. There it is. Cast. Haste. Until the spell ends, your speed is doubled. You gain +2 to AC. You already have advantage on dexterity, but you have it even more now. You gain an additional action. The action can be used only to take the attack action.
Okay.
But it's
So I get 2 attack actions plus my bonus action, basically.
But the haste attack is only you only get 1 attack for the haste attack. So it's not like
That's fine.
You double your attacks.
It's alright.
Oh, you can also use it.
All his.
You can also use the haste action to dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Okay.
And when the spell ends, you basically lose a turn. But hopefully it won't end.
Yeah, ideally not.
Alright.
You're also we'll also say that you're inspired from that too, because that's my bonus action.
Inspiration. So that's your turn?
Noted.
I will also. Is there anything around to like hide behind or?
Oh, Maul.
I will just take a full movement away.
By the way, this is my cousin.
Alright. So at the end of your turn, you see her from the ground pull up that same device that Delaris saw, is the only one who saw her use it initially, and she hits a button, and as she looks around at everybody wild-eyed, and you hear the footsteps above, very weird stilted footsteps, and then you see 3 bodies roll over the edge of and land around her. And these are the 3 people that were dead up there, and they now have these electrical devices planted on their chests that are sparking and causing them to jolt with every spark. And she says, I was going to interrogate these guys back there, but I think they'll make a better use being a human shield here. And that'll be her last legendary action till her turn. Maul.
Okay, so I'm not within melee range of those guys, correct?
Nope, you are 10 feet away.
Okay, I've got so much movement that I can skirt around the whole group and get behind her.
Flank!
How much movement you got?
I've got 100 right now.
60.
Okay.
60 movement to do that.
Very fast. Remember, turns take 6 seconds. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use that haste attack.
Alright.
And she's prone, or she up?
She's up right now.
She's up? When'd she get up?
With her legendary action.
Oh, that bitch. Okay,
I agree.
I'll do it reckless, why not?
So 17 plus, I don't even remember how to do this without D&D Beyond. Give me a second. Okay, that's plus 8. And that was my Matador's Dagger, by the way. But my opening attack stat. So that hits, I assume. It's 17 plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one, we'll go ahead and roll this one because it can knock her down. 1d8 plus 3. Which one are d8s? These ones? These d8s. So only 5 piercing.
Yeah.
And it will be, and it does 1d10 force. And 6 force damage.
Okay.
And she has to make a saving throw for, it doesn't say on my sheet, let me go to my inventory, for the Matador's Dagger.
Matador's Dagger, strength 15 save.
Okay, good luck to her.
You're squishing it out.
19.
Okay, she's still up.
Alright.
Okay, then I take my normal 2 attacks with my normal attack action with my claws.
Oh wait, hold on. I can keep using my Matador's Dagger, right?
Yeah.
Nice. We're just going to do that. So, nat 20. We'll go ahead and roll that one too because that's fun. Roll my d8 twice for both?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 3 and
3 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3.
14.
14. Okay, thank you, math guy. And then do I double my d10? I don't do this.
Roll 2d10.
Nice. 2, I got excited, it was a 20, but this is a d100. 2 and 7, so 9.
9 from the force damage.
9 force damage, and she has to roll again.
9.
She's on the ground.
Now.
Knock her down, Travis. I want to witness it.
Face first.
Alright.
Okay, and I'm just gonna, let's see,
Back up.
since that's my normal attack action, I have to do it with the same weapon. Or could I do a claw?
I mean, you're holding the dagger in one hand, so you could theoretically claw her with the other.
You know, we'll do dagger again, it's more fun. So, luckily it's at advantage, that would have missed. No, never mind. So, 2 plus 8.
10. No, that doesn't hit.
Can I still use Flurry of Blows and burn a key point?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm going to make 2 claw attacks because I believe those have to be on armor because this is monk shit. So, and these are magic. So, 13 plus 8. 21.
21. Yep.
Okay, and I'll roll this one too. 9. Let's see if it crits. Hold on, let me roll it up. Nope, okay, so 19 plus 8. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's going to be 1d8 plus 3 slashing each.
Yeah.
So 5 plus 3, so 8, and that's magic damage. And 6 plus 3, 9 magic damage.
I forgot to remind you, but I did give you Bardic Inspiration, so you can roll a d10, I believe, and add it to anything.
Oh, I think the miss would have been too big a miss to even try that.
Like a 9.
I was just
Yeah.
reminding you.
But thank you. I put a dice here to remind me, and I forgot. Either way. I think I burned everything, so I couldn't.
Yeah, it's a d10.
You used your move, you attacked, and your bonus action. So you get.
Oh wait, she doesn't get anything because she's on the freaking ground, right? Can she get a? Does she get a reaction if I move? I'm trying. I'm
It'd
moving.
be a disadvantage.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get a bit away.
You should move.
Okay. You're gonna get a hit from her and the weird electric person. All right.
Wait, do the
Wait, the electric person was in range.
You were right here. He was right next to her.
Okay.
So unless you climbed up on the boat.
Nah, I'm getting away. So I'm using like whatever you said I have left, 40 feet.
Yeah, 40 feet. All right. So he's gonna swing at you. That's 13.
Nope.
Okay.
She's gonna swing at you. 9, 12.
Miss.
You lucked out. That would.
I'm out.
All right. So you run away.
I'm way out
5,
there.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You're at the end of the ship.
This is great. Thanks, Travis.
All right.
No problem.
It
I've
is
been
now
against you for so long, and I finally
Reggie's turn.
have the perfect scenario for it.
So Reggie just woke up and is very annoyed that this is how the world's chosen to wake him up. So I'm gonna roll in with a 7th level flame strike in the middle of that little
I was
group in
taking
there.
a drink.
I'm glad you stepped away, by the way.
Reggie's,
I am too.
Reggie's dropping in a howitzer. This is like,
So
this is like an airstrike.
they all are going to take 66. Well, they have to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah. What are they trying to beat here?
She's at disadvantage because she's prone, yes.
Prone condition does not inflict disadvantage on dex saves,
Okay.
but it does inflict disadvantage on people shooting at you. All right, what are we trying to beat here?
17.
All right, so 17. She got that. She's got advantage on her spell saves. The mummy, or not the mummies, the zombies, on the other hand, dex plus 0. Should be fun. 14, 8, and 9. So roll away. She's going to take half damage, and the zombie guys are going to take full damage.
So it's 35 is the full roll.
35.
Yeah.
So they explode.
This just became
They had
a lot easier.
They had 32 health. These 3 guys explode, and you're rained upon with fiery chunks of bloody goo.
Oh, gross.
See, I'm not the only one exploding people.
She takes a lot of damage, but is up still.
Well, down.
Well, down.
Well,
Well,
kind
she's
of.
alive still. All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
All right. So that moves on to his turn. He's going to see the bright explosion. You guys will not see this, but you'll see the after effects. He pulls out a small pistol-type device, aims it in the sky, and fires. And you see a green flare streak through the sky
We gotta go quick.
as he shouts, "Milady!" And he runs to the edge and jumps.
Please land on her. Please land on her. Please land on her.
So he's going to take a little bit of fall damage. There we go.
But does he land on her?
No.
Can you roll the accidentally
He
mess up and land on her?
has. You see his jetpack flare to help him guide him down.
Does she get burned by the flames?
She's dead. Okay, he killed her.
Yes. I'd like to loot for swords.
So he lands right here, and he's going to. Let's see. Reggie's the closest one, so he's going to fire all 3 rounds at Reggie.
Oh, good.
11, 10, 19. So I assume the 19.
yeah.
Okay, so you get hit by one of them. You're not doing so well there. Alright, so 1.
I'm scared that the law of averages are going to work their way against us soon.
So you're going to take 6 piercing damage and 8 fire damage as the round from his rifle slams into you.
Careful, dear.
And you must make a Constitution save.
So I got a 1.
Alright, so the round is embedded in your shoulder, and your shoulder starts to burn.
In the future, it will be very cool that I have a bullet in me. Currently, it's a bit of a bitch.
She's gonna take her turn, stand up, and she's not very
You
happy.
ran all the way to the back of the ship.
I have 100 feet of
He
movement.
ran that way.
You fast bitch. Like I was trying to figure out how I could possibly be the closest, but I'll be damned.
She's going to pull out her sword. It's going to rev up, and she's going to level it at you. And you and Vixian need to make a Constitution save. 17.
I'll roll for Vixian.
I feel targeted.
Vixian
You
rolled,
just targeted her.
Vixian rolled an 18.
Plus whatever his modifier is.
Yeah.
An 18.
Plus whatever.
You
Okay.
can't. I got a 7.
No.
All right.
You're going to need so many
you
cool
still have my
battle
D6,
stars.
or did you give that back? 1,
I gave it back.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. A Constitution
Wait,
save. It would be an 8. So.
Why aren't you socks?
Huh?
Is Is this not Socks? Oh, it's not. Never mind.
No, Socks is.
Socks is over there.
He's wearing dark clothes now. He's in his goth phase.
There's Socks.
That's alright.
Might not even be a spell.
That's pretty fucked up, Tim.
It's,
not all
it's a
not all
spell.
cats look
Sorry,
like
so she.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay,
I think
so-
I'm too late to counterspell.
No, no, no. So I need, like with the rifle earlier, whenever I told you that was guiding bolt. Whenever they cast a spell, I'm going to specify that they're casting a spell.
Okay.
So her chainsaw charges up, and dark energy flows around it as she casts harm.
Okay. Yeah.
Harm?
Can I try and counterspell?
Yes. Tell me what level of counterspell you're using.
Just standard third.
Okay. You're going to need to roll for it and add your spell modifier.
Okay, so spell modifier.
Whatever is. Yeah. So it's
It's,
10. Wait.
is it
So you
spell
add
attack
your-
or spell modifier?
You add your spell modifier to it.
So that'd be 8. That was a bad roll.
Okay. No, you didn't
Yeah.
get it. All right.
I
So
appreciate the effort.
this 6th level harm goes off. 8.
If you guys
12,
wouldn't have all left me, I could have also
17.
counterspelled. But you guys are dicks.
Hey, you can come out here at some point.
I'm going to when it's my turn.
Oh, jump off to a helm splitter.
You take 41 necrotic damage.
Excuse me?
Vixian takes 20 necrotic damage.
You want to mark that on his character sheet somewhere?
Say 21.
Yeah, 20. 20 even.
How the fuck does Vixian have more health than me?
Or Reggie takes 40.
Wicked awful.
Like, more max health than the tanky freaking
D&D
Power.
Beyond.
How much health does he have?
129.
I'll hit it.
I only have 102.
Right?
I have 87.
There we go.
I've been rolling
it's
monk
because
dice,
I'm-
though, I guess, but
I'm not
But
the
still.
DM, that's why I can't do stuff on his character sheet. I can
okay.
only look at it.
Cool. So he takes the damage. Reggie is just blanketed in a web of dark energy.
Reggie is fucked up. Is I believe what a doctor would say.
And
Did
she's
you
going.
reset?
You see.
You didn't know we
we
took a
long
long
rested.
rest.
You
Yeah, I know. I came into this with full health.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
now at about a third.
You're gonna see Irene grab Luke's shoulder and oh, I never had you make a perception check.
Oh.
So how'd you do this from? Well, you ran. So this is the first time. Now that those bodies have been blown apart, this is the first time you've gotten a good look at both of them.
12.
12. So the way he spoke to her, milady, the way the armor looks. Earlier, when you're down in the lower part of the lighthouse, you rolled pretty poorly for your perception check then too. But at least this is over 10. This armor looks very familiar. Very familiar. Almost similar to the other Storm Legion that you used to work with back before they were turned into mutants and died.
Ah.
But it looks a little more antiquated. And that's when you start to remember rumors of the first Storm Legion that came through the portal that mysteriously left without warning. With no reason or word or anything. The whole detachment of Storm Legion just left.
Okay. Good to know.
But so she puts her hand on Luke's shoulder and says, I think it's time we make our exit. They know where they're at. And their jetpacks flare as they boost into the sky.
Oh, I'm not there to try to.
I was gonna do something cool.
I burnt my reaction.
I was gonna attempt to do something cool.
I don't even think I can do anything anyway.
So they streak away into the sky and go towards the lighthouse. They're gone.
Yeah, so,
Combat's over.
let's run.
Marge peeks over. You guys all right down there?
Yeah, you all right up there?
Here I am,
I
just in the ship, missing it all again.
There's still, it was your turn next. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
take
know.
a full movement and a dash action for you to get out.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Good job.
Oh, that's not great. It's like a 5.
Yeah, you're gonna take some full damage here.
Surprise.
5 bludgeoning damage. She athletics plus 8. 15. So she climbs down after you guys, and you guys all make it to the bottom of the ship. And she looks at the exploded bodies that were laying down there, and she goes, "Man, that's wild! I didn't realize that they had any of those devices around here. I guess she took those when she ran earlier." She seems to recognize who they were.
Okay. So, let's run.
Which direction? So you were in. I had one that I posted in chat. But you're essentially in the southeast corner. The lighthouse is in the very center. You have the southwest corner that Heritage ran to.
And that's where the big crates are going.
Yeah, so Heritage.
Alright, there's the game summary.
Here you go, I've got the map. So here's the map. Yep, you guys are down here in the landing area. Airship, Heritage ran this way. Lighthouse is right here. This is where you're seeing all the activity last night.
Oh boy.
You guys can look at that.
I mean, what if we just like went out in the country and set up like a bed and breakfast? Put all this behind
So
us.
this, you're surrounded by
retire.
50-foot walls. You weren't here when they came out here, but this is the corner of Tinker District that's surrounded by 50-foot stone walls. And you know you have a gate here, and a gate here that you can try to get away through, or you can try to go over the 50-foot wall, or you came in through the lighthouse basement. The sewer entrance came out there.
Marge, how quickly could you get us to where you got in? Because your route was faster getting here than ours, clearly.
I came in through the lighthouse just like you guys.
Crap.
I just left and actually went that direction rather than running off into who knows where to fight who knows what.
It was a secretary, Mark.
I got shot in the face. I was asking for help. I'm scary.
She looks at you confused.
Well, either way, I'm going to assume lighthouse where perhaps there's a dead body if that's already been found too, and I assume it has by now, given that they're hunting us. Probably not our best course of action to go that way.
Do any of you have a means to make it over the wall?
Oh, it's funny you ask.
Because I can get one person to the other side of the wall.
Actually, out of character, I can cast my boots of levitation on someone else. Does that even make sense that I have that ability? I'm not joking.
Oh, because it gives you the spell of levitation.
Yes, it straight up says, and I can even do it to someone who's not willing.
They'll never expect us in the Tinker District.
It's true.
I mean, they will now.
We have 6 people.
We're not in the Tinker
It
District.
says,
I think
while
we're
you wear
in the
these boots, you can use an action to
Where are
cast
we,
the
Travis?
levitate spell on yourself.
Dang.
Are we in the Tinker District?
Yes.
I got excited for a
What's-
minute.
Where did I need to go?
So
I
you're
thought it was construction.
Yeah, you're in the Tinker.
construction district.
Here's the Tinker District. You're in the secret hidden area behind the 50-foot walls. The construction district is over here. So you need to come out and go that way to get to the construction district.
It's not really a secret area if you put up 50-foot walls. Like, everyone knows.
But
Like,
nobody knows what's on the other
right, but people know, like, there's something.
Secretive.
It's
Not
not
secret
that-
area, secretive.
Like Nellis Air
It's
Force.
like, yeah, Area 51. You know
Right.
it's there. You just don't know what's in there.
Yeah, I mean-
Other than the guys that ran Naruto style the other day.
Yeah. I wanted to make a whole like short information about that and never got around to it.
No,
All right, where are you guys going?
no more.
So,
Construction district is where I want to go.
well,
That's somewhere we
we're just trying
haven't
to
been.
figure out how to get out of here, though.
I can get over a wall.
Yeah, I can take one person to the other side of the wall immediately.
We need to open the gate, and the gate should open. So we should only need one person.
Yes, there's a
Main gates are going to be
Guarded.
Guarded.
Yeah. I was thinking of just going to the other side of the wall.
What? Hold on. We came out of the maintenance tunnels in like a docking yard or something, like a staging yard. We can get back in the maintenance tunnels without going into the White House.
No.
We can't? I thought we did that. We
came-
poked our head up where they had crates.
You poked your head. So you guys are in here. You poked your head out up here in the loading area. So this is where they practice all their machinery they're making, and this is the secret king area where they build the cool, crazy machinery. And you guys poked your head out here
Get to that. Okay.
and here.
Could we blow a hole in a wall?
I don't know, can you?
So
I can get through a wall really slowly.
make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're talking too long here. 18.
You hear the chug of a steam-powered tank rolling in your direction, and the heavy footfalls of a steam-powered mech.
We could steal a tank and blow a hole in the wall with the tank, and then we'd have a tank.
Let's just make a break for it. Turtle, get over the wall and open the gate.
But what if we owned a tank?
The thing is, we're down
So
here.
you're right here.
Right.
Gate.
And it's quite a ways to get to a...
Oh, never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Do you guys have means to just get over the wall?
I do not.
Okay. That was the question.
I can
That's
climb
out.
20 feet, but
So then we just need to run for it.
Am I
Indeed.
able to wall run if I'm carrying someone?
It'd be at half your movement speed, but I mean,
I'm still hasted for how long?
1 minute.
Oh, I'm not. I'm tired now.
Yeah, so you'll
I'm
actually...
exhausted, aren't I?
you're back here at the other side
No,
of
you just
Okay.
goes around. So you basically just for a
For
minute...
6
you-
seconds.
Your hands are big enough.
Or yeah,
6
6
seconds.
seconds you just go... and then you're back. So it's almost normal for them all, probably.
Wow. Mike's not the only one being hurt today.
Well, no, here's the thing. My movement speed's ridiculous. So.
Yeah, you got 50, so you could dash and still
Yeah,
have
I
100
could be
feet.
holding someone and dash and have normal
No.
movement 50 feet up. I could get up the wall.
Football
I could get up the
dodge
wall
was
and they could
football.
grab and I could fall back down if I don't make it over.
Alright, I can
Goodness.
dimension door and take one person with me.
You hear a shout.
We've got
We've got to move.
You there!
Okay, we're running.
I think we're
and
just
we'll
yelling,
figure-
"Hey,
we're
Walk
running
and
along
talk,
the
walk
wall.
and talk, walk and
In
talk.
what
Running along the
direction?
wall. Tev's taking off for the stockyard full of crates.
Ball and tail.
Yep.
So not the one with the activity, this one?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody's taking off in this direction.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, I'm really.
Or actually, you know what?
I
What
go
if
to
we
the one
still-
with
what if
activity.
we could steal a fully assembled.
That's what I
Actually,
think.
yeah, let's
Let's
run
do it.
towards
Let's
that
go
one.
that way.
Let's run towards that one. Never mind.
Okay.
Heritage never dies.
I got dibs on Gunner.
All right. So you guys are running this way. Are you just full out running, or are you
Yes, we're
trying
not
to
worried
sneak?
about stealth. They know we're
Okay,
here.
make stealth at disadvantage.
But we're not. Oh wait.
Disadvantage.
Do I have double disadvantage
No,
now?
Just disadvantage.
disadvantage is the worst you can do.
Okay, that's
Nope. Nope. Oh boy.
It's a 12.
So, 5.
Stealth. Where's my stealth at? It's not good, but I still want to. Okay, 9 for Tev.
Oh well.
I'll roll
5.
for
Reggie.
Vixie and 2.
Not
Vixie,
one, but a
Vixie
9.
and stealthy.
12.
Vixie and
You're the
got
highest out of the group.
Vixie and got 17.
Oh, all right.
Second
so,
highest.
so he disappears into the shadows, whereas everybody else is. Ah!
It's like a mall
Reggie's
raging.
just screaming
Oh.
about a tank.
So this patrol was making a beeline toward you guys when they saw the flare. You guys start running this way, and you have the second patrol you come upon. And with your horrible stealth rolls, they all turn and see you. And
That makes sense.
but this is just a group of soldiers on foot that are out looking, and they turn, and you see 4 dwarf soldiers, just standard guards and standard guard regalia, and as you come up on them, they all turn and they're like, "You there, halt!"
Fireball.
Oh no.
5th level fireball.
Just run. Just run.
Nope. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's fair.
You thought about it.
We don't halt.
All right. So as you're running by, they're shouting at you, and they're like, "Halt! Halt! Halt!" And at that point, I don't know why I lost all my cards. Anyways, at that point,
May I do something in reaction?
you hear the one in the back go,
If I can't cast fireball, you can't do anything in reaction.
"Rolf, what are you doing out of the guard post?" As
Rolf.
a dwarf comes stalking up behind him, grabs his heavy axe and sinks it into the skull of the dwarf guard.
What?
As you see Rolf just completely behead one of the dwarven guards.
Can I cast fireball now?
And they turn and scream.
Thanks, buddy!
As he looks at you, goes, "Hi guys! You didn't tell me who to guard from, so I decided to kick everybody out." And you notice he is covered in blood and gore, just covered.
Fantastic.
We've set Rolf on a killing spree.
This is their problem now. We're moving.
And he pulls his axe out with a wet sickening from the guy's head, and just goes in onto the other guards. And so they are preoccupied with Rolf at this moment.
Those people had families. Anyways.
That's not my problem.
Alright, so you guys are continuing on?
Indeed.
Yeah.
For
Alright,
once, the consequences of our actions were good.
and Marge looks over her shoulder and says, "Do I even want to ask?"
Listen, it's a good story.
As we're running, sprinting, we're narrating to Marge how we found
I mean, I'm going at you guys' speed so I don't just run away, so I'm lightly jogging. I can do whatever.
Alright, so you guys head towards the assembly yard. And you see, there was a lot of activity and there were a lot of lights on that kind of died down. But with the sun is just starting to crest over the peak, it's still fairly dark out there. And you see a couple lights focused on the back corner here. And you see different mechs and various positions of assembly, arms lying around them, legs lying around them, and this and that. But something catches, I guess, them all. Make a perception check.
Oh boy. 4 plus 7, 11.
11, so something large sits off in the distance that looks very familiar to you.
Hey guys!
Almost
I looked down at my thingy.
airship size.
Oh, not that. No, okay.
That's
One
twice now.
wait.
We celebrated
One that
too
maybe
early.
you've been on before.
Oh no.
And it sits there with spotlights pointed on it.
Oh no. Who is on the ship?
Quack. What was the lady who's flying? I can't remember her name.
Selena,
Yeah.
There we go.
Lick,
Hey guys, remember how
Bruce.
Quack was
Bruce.
compromised?
Yeah? Do go on.
He's compromised. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to break into a prison, aren't we?
So you see the airship sitting there, and it is on the opposite corner, and you'll have to make your way through a series of partially built mechs.
I'd like to investigate for fully built mechs.
All right, make an investigation check.
It's all washing over a wall. Why his mech
18.
thingy lit up that time?
So
All of a sudden.
every single one of them is not complete. This is the building yard, but you do see some that could probably be functional, just not fully functional. So, like, some are missing their arms. You can still get in it and walk around in them. Some have Maybe their arms aren't, but their legs aren't completely, so they might be a little slower, walking with limp legs. But if you'd like to try to take a mech, you'd be more than welcome to try to climb into one and see if you can figure it out.
I'd like to do that.
Okay.
I'd like to climb into the mech.
So as you run up to the mech, make an investigation check.
We talking dwarf mechs or
14.
big
Dwarf
mechs?
mechs.
Okay.
14?
Yeah.
So you see some footholds, handholds, and to climb up into one. And are you looking for one to give you movement with fully assembled legs, or fighting with fully assembled weapons?
Probably fighting.
Okay. So you'll see.
That's fine.
I'm missing all my stuff these days. Here's one. So you'll see one mech with a cannon arm welded to the side of it is kind of in kneeling position, and you're not fully sure if those legs will function to get it up, but there's only one way to try.
I'd like to
Or one
try.
way to find out. So you climb into it. What is the rest of the party doing?
Hey, Tev,
Yeah.
we've got, provided they haven't already been stripped for parts or anything else, there are maybe kind of a few Empire mechs on that airship right there. One of them's mine.
Your arm is not lit up, by the way.
Yeah. That's not good.
You were in
Are you sure it's there?
you were in the military district when it lit up, and now you're several districts over.
I realized that I probably made my own mecha dance a while ago.
Let's So do we want to try and fly out of here in an airship, or blow a hole in the wall?
I've got a way to blow a hole in the wall.
Or
As cool as airship sounds, they have cannons.
All right.
does the airship have cannons?
Galaris, make an intelligence check.
Ballistas.
No, this is not good.
There was a word that's in box.
Oh, that's a natural 1. -1.
You grab a lever, pull. It doesn't do anything. You grab another lever, pull, get mad, and just pull really hard, and the lever breaks off. You're not sure what lever you just broke, but you were not successful in getting it started this round, and you broke something.
All right. Ted's going to look for. Is there a one that looks like maybe has a cannon that is somewhat facing the wall?
Yeah, I mean, they're just cannon arms laying there on the ground. You could probably position. It's basically a cannon welded to a hydraulic arm.
How about we find a nice little hole in the wall, or a nice little wall, section of wall that we want to put a hole in,
I need a map.
and then we
of
run.
the actual
Of the town?
the town.
How would I have a map for the whole town?
I've got an idea.
Just memorize it.
Do you might want to.
Okay.
You guys are in the team group.
Quack is compromised. He's probably not actually on the ship, but they were using him to try to get us to tell him where we are. What if we tell Quack where we actually aren't right now because we need emergency air evac outside of the capital, and they think we're somewhere really the other direction?
But don't they?
They think
Don't
They know we were on that ship,
they
and
know we're running.
Rolf has just killed a man, 2 men.
Maybe more than that by now.
we
2
tell
at
them-
least.
We tell them we're headed one way, and we go the other.
Classic mixed direction.
Exactly.
Misdirection.
But
We gotta
At
get
that
their
moment, I
heads
use
up.
prestidigitation to make a coin appear in my hand.
regardless of what we tell them, when we blow a hole in the wall, I feel like that will clear up some of the confusion vis-a-vis where we are.
There's a lot of chaos going on right now. It's fine.
That's a fair point. What if we carry the arm with us and blow another hole in the wall in a different spot?
Wait, I've got a really bad idea on top of the bad idea.
Okay.
I could try to kind of fly the airship and then jump out.
You are invincible, so.
Oh, especially if I'm mad.
I love it.
Or
Let's do
falling.
it. Let's do everything.
Yes.
All the bad ideas.
Second idea. Second idea.
Tell me
So,
what you do first.
What are these cannons firing?
Cannon balls.
Cannonballs. and I assume with a charge behind them.
Yeah.
So if we took some of the gunpowder and placed it further along the wall, somewhere else where we're not going to be, someone could stay behind, blow that up at the same time to create 2 separate holes and 2 separate areas to check at the same time that the airship is going in a yet third direction to be determined.
Tev is looking for gunpowder as he's saying this because he loves it.
Make an investigation check.
The only bad thing about my idea is we sacrifice our airship.
That's
23.
alright. Emotionally, I've already moved on from the airship.
You've never seen it.
That's why I moved on so quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you start to gather is that this is where they assemble the mechs.
Yes.
They're not going to load the cannons in the assembly yard. It's just like a ship where it's got loads of cannon and gunpowder on the ship.
Gotcha.
They don't have caskets of gunpowder in the foundry
So we
where they
have-
make the cannon.
we have empty
That would be a
cannons.
very bad idea.
What about the hydraulic fluid that makes all the robots go?
You guys are wasting an awful lot of time here.
Is it?
I don't know if you just missed the revelation
Hey.
when he went to look for gunpowder and stuff.
Hey guys, there's no gunpowder.
Hey,
Just like
there's no bad ideas in the brainstorm, Tim.
You guys probably don't have your cars full of gas when you're assembling them in Toyota.
Fair enough.
We fill them at
We do fill
them.
Just a little
They
bit.
are being assembled while they have gas in them.
Gas fills on inspection lines.
Yeah. So
You probably could find some around the landing area where the other airships do their business.
Whoa.
But nobody really searched that area very well.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe even the stockyard. Maybe they could store it there.
So
Alright, so
this idea.
we have a 3-pronged attack.
Alright, tell
The
me what
core
you're
the
doing
core group will stay here and blow a hole in this wall when the time is right through, I don't know, whatever,
How
however
we
you
blow
guys.
the hole. We don't have gunpowder.
Yeah, I'm assuming we need to do this quickly. Well, I'm assuming we need to do this
they both
quickly.
need to
Okay.
calm down.
Because I can like check on them.
Well, what was our original plan to blow the wall before?
I was gonna shoot a cannon at the wall and hope it made a hole. And apparently they don't have any gunpowder in them yet. So
Do any of you have the means to like artificially create an explosion?
Okay, guys.
Explosions
There was
are
an
my thing.
Empire trading simulator I played back in the day called Halo 2.
Great.
And there's a tank over there.
yeah,
There's a tank, Mike.
There's a tank.
tank out here somewhere, yeah.
It's not happy with us.
Oh, I thought you meant like we could see the tank right now.
I mean, there's probably partially assembled tanks around there too.
Apparently, they keep their gunpowder off-site.
all right. Well, we need to run.
But we continue running
So to where?
I don't know.
To the airship?
to the construction district.
We're trapped right now, Tim. We
Yeah.
So you have an airship here, a short airship
Wait,
here,
hold
a
on,
White
hold
House,
on.
stockyard, partially assembled mechs.
Guys, I don't think they can aim their aerial defense cannons into their own city because that seems suicidal. If we fly low enough,
Excellent.
We gotta do something.
With all the dead bodies around here, I don't think they care much about that.
Maybe there's gunpowder on the ship anyway. So let's go to the ship.
that's true.
Oh my goodness.
To the ship.
It's only being heavily watched.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we'll actually try to sneak this time, I guess.
So you guys run to the ship, and on the way, so it's a good distance across this yard here. You guys are right here. You hear Rolf and the other guards off in the distance. So you guys start moving in this direction. As you get closer, you notice a second set of spotlights. Smaller because they're not pointing at a large airship. But you see a mech
Oh,
that's in the very center of spotlights. It has shackles to the legs of it. And you see a body in it, just kind of slumped down, unconscious.
Fair enough.
Anybody that likes to make a perception check?
14.
Yeah, that would be 18.
You notice, Tev, this mech looks very Empire-ish. You aren't familiar with the mechs they had, but you can definitely tell there's nothing steampunk about this. It's all Empire tech. You notice You don't see any parts of your mech per se, but you recognize a lot of the stuff from the other mechs, and you think that maybe this is kind of being cobbled together from the other mechs that were on the ship to make this mech.
My thingy is not thingy.
No. It does not seem to be activated at the time. But there's a person in it who's slumped forward. Very large, pale-skinned male. And that's about all you can make out from this distance.
How tall are the mechs?
So this mech's probably about 15 feet tall.
Little guy.
Is there anything in it?
Yeah, there's
Right.
a person slumped forward.
Oh. Turtle, can you control one of those?
Well, I can control an Empire one if it's in range, but I'm getting nothing on my side.
Can you climb in it and control it manually?
If it works, potentially.
I cast darkness on the mech, which is a 15-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
Magical darkness.
And no light except magical light can pierce it.
It's gonna make it
You
really hard
guys
for you to figure out.
no
the
longer
controls.
see the mech.
Well, the good news is oak light is magical.
No,
Go for it, Turtle.
I mean,
It's a
I approach stealthily.
All right, make a stealth check.
Is it shadowy at all here? Like you said, it's still like morning.
So
It's dim light.
let's
I don't.
Can you not-
let me double
I don't think it'd be
check.
shadowy,
Can you
but
not
it's
do
dim
shadowy step into the darkness?
I could. Does that work?
It's magical darkness, isn't it? So it.
Can I shadow step into magic
light.
dark?
How
There's
would
something
be
right
the
there.
ability?
You have to listen to your daddy, okay?
Let me find it.
Did
Did you find it, Jax?
Shadow step, dim light or darkness. As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet.
Yep. You could
I-
you could jump into it if you want.
Daddy said she can't.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna teleport into it.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that I can just do that. It seems.
What? I did. That's the dice back.
Yeah, I can just do that. It doesn't say anything about key. I'm gonna step in there and immediately
We'll do it when we get back time.
I'm going to turn invisible if it lets me do that too.
What do you want? Because of big breath.
Okay. So how close do you get to it? It's 15-foot radius for the
15-foot
magical darkness.
radius.
Or how close are you trying to get to it?
I'm at the mech and I'm invisible.
The second you appear in front of it, you hear the whir of motors as a sensor goes off and starts beeping. As the arm swings forward with automatic. I've lost the term for it. But anyways, so it senses your presence and automatically spins to hit you.
Okay.
It's not affected by the magical darkness in terms of its hitting ability, is it?
No.
Where do they go?
Ground pressure.
That's lame.
Oh, well, you're lucky. It's a 5 plus 8, 13. So as you step in front of it and touch the ground, it activates, spins, and tries to hit you with the gauntleted arm. And but it doesn't hit you. Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm just watching.
Is the little guy inside technically within range of me? I don't know if I can see right now.
If you're not using oak light, then no, you can't see.
This
Oh,
is Amber.
crap.
Mike's wife.
Oh,
Bad
my.
one.
That has to be part of my actions, I guess.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you've got
So
staff in one hand.
I whip out oak light and I say oak light.
All right.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Is the guy awake?
He's awake now.
Is he within range of me to go?
The house is only this chaotic.
You would have to reach
Yeah.
up. As you do that, you see the other arm reaching for you, and we need to make a contested athletics check here for a grapple.
Oh boy.
I believe in you, Turtle.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
16.
24.
Okay, so he reaches for you, and you manage to either duck under his arm. I don't know what you're planning on doing here. Bat it away with oak light. But this is this massive gauntleted hand.
Okay, let me look at what Grappler perk does for me. I think it's only if I want to do the grapple action, so I don't think that helps me here. Okay, I'm gonna try to yoink that man out of this mech.
Okay. So you're gonna climb up the mech to get to him?
Oh, we parkour him.
Okay. So
How far away are we from this?
You guys don't even know what's happening.
alright, so
Yeah, I was still making my way towards the airship.
you're gonna parkour up the front of this mech to get to where you can pull him out. Because only about this far up is visible. The rest of him is in the mech. So you have to go up about 10 foot to get to him.
Okay.
So you run up the front of it and come face to face with him as his eyes flash open and are darted around, and you come face to face with Flick, whom nobody
Excuse me?
ever went to rescue, and this is his fate.
Oh no.
And he
Where are the
goes,
bad guys? Oh
"Turtley man,
I'm gonna have
out,
to tell
come
him.
out!" And as you put your hands on him,
Actually, he couldn't see me yet because he's in magical darkness. Right?
there you are.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna point out that I've made a mistake. Hey, Mike. Want me to point out my extra
10,
mistake?
What's that?
15, 20,
I put my hands on.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Oh, interesting. Either way, I pull him out.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna rip him in half, but
Let's make a athletics check. He's
oh wait,
built
hold,
it in pretty good.
I would like to rage because I'm mad. I don't know.
All right.
And I pull him out. I'm burning one of my rages. So athletics check.
Yep.
So, okay, 17 plus 8, so 25.
All right, so you grab him and yank really hard, and as you pull, you're noticing there are a lot of hoses and cables coming out of the back of his head and his spinal cord running down it. And as you pull, you start to rip some of them away, and blood starts pouring out the back of him as you pull him from the mech. You get him about halfway out. There's still half the cables and hoses hooked into him.
I'm still pulling.
It was,
Alright.
it was
I'm sorry,
fine in the
Flick.
Matrix.
So he's now going to reach
This is horrifying. None of us can see it.
26 versus AC.
Yes.
Okay, he's going to do shocking grasp to you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Lost her reaction.
Is that a spell?
Yeah.
I cast counter spell.
You can't see.
Oh yeah, I can't see. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening.
You're gonna take 11 lightning damage.
Okay. So, 11 lightning damage.
So he's going to do that, and then he's gonna try to shove you off the mech. So we're gonna do an opposed athletics.
Okay. And I am raging.
That's a natural one.
And mine's a 15 plus 8.
Okay, so yeah, so he goes to shove you, but he's half out, so he only gets one slippery arm that's covered in blood on you and tries to push and just slips right off you, and you're just coated in this like gory blood and green goo.
Not the first time.
Does anybody else do anything? Nobody else knows what's happening
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I've said it a
We're all
couple
just-
times. I'm still moving
You just
towards the
hear
airship.
this eerily voice cut through the darkness. Totally man. But before he jumps in, so you're moving towards the darkness.
Hey guys, I'm about
No,
6 seconds closer to the airship.
Yeah, not towards the darkness, towards the
Yeah,
airship.
I'm
Towards
going
the
around
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's your movement?
30. So I'd actually be dashing because
Okay.
I don't know anything's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it just to the airship.
I'm
Hey
with
guys,
Brad.
I'm at the airship.
Okay. I assume Marge is going to go and Vixine's going to go with you guys. Delaris, what are you doing?
I don't know what's happening. I had to chase down my kid.
So he's tried to rip Flick out of the mech and got him about halfway out, and then Flick shocked him, tried to push him off. Didn't do so well. Everybody else ran to the airship.
I call out to Omar. Say, how's it going in there?
Yeah, can I answer it since
Yeah,
it's free action?
that's
Flick's been turned into a robot, and I'm currently murdering him.
I don't know. I can't really help with that.
So
I do say that through calls as well. Does wait? Who here knows who Flick is?
You
Other
could
than
drop
me?
darkness, couldn't you?
Like
guys
we
all
found
saw the
messages.
fight.
Okay, that's
And
right.
they're aware, and you guys are
Yeah,
kind
but there's a
chasing
bunch
down.
of light around there. Can I, like, dropping a spell? Is that a
Pizza is out.
That's free. Yeah, you can drop it at will.
Thorns.
okay?
I can't metagame, but please don't. I
Yeah.
concede him.
Fair enough. I was gonna help, but I'm just gonna
Worst
stick.
metagaming ever.
I'm just gonna stick close by.
Okay.
And I say over the comments, this darkness was a great idea, Dolores. Thank you.
He can't hear you.
Alright.
That's
But I'm close, so
He's
I
going
can
to use
maybe
his
hear.
next legendary action, and he's going to cast Burning Hands on you.
How many of these people
How
have
much
fucking
damage?
legendary actions?
Depends what level.
Do it.
It's
So so he's going to cast it on you. So you need to make a dex save. 16.
I can see it.
It's blue.
Yes.
danger sense.
You get advantage.
You play D&D.
I just rolled 2 9s. 2 9s with my advantage.
There's like a 1 in 200 or 1 in 400
what'd you get?
chance of that
So
happening.
that was your deck save.
Yeah.
Let me find saves and senses. Ah, there it is.
Are you guys going
That would
to
be
the
an 11.
brewery?
Nope.
You know anything about it?
16. You take 18 fire damage.
Have the 9.
Fire damage?
Babs is my friend.
I have evasion.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's not how raging works.
She didn't tell me anything about it, but Vanessa broke her arm this week, so.
That's
Okay.
very true.
So
I
yeah,
forgot about
so
that.
good deal. Evasion. See, if you'd saved that, then you would have taken 0.
No.
Yep.
Vanessa broke her arm.
All right. So now we come back around to
Right.
Omal. What are you doing on your turn?
I'm pulling this
Broke
bitch
it,
out.
like-
I'm killing him. I'm pulling him out.
All right.
I'm
Make
sorry,
another
Flick.
She fell off the
opposed
monkey bars.
athletics.
Displaced her growth plate.
I'm gonna roll different dice.
How are you using it?
18 plus 8.
Have a hot spot. Oh, plus 8?
Plus
That's what
eight.
his is. So, yeah, so you got him by 3. All right, so you grab him, and with a mighty pull, he comes out, and you are left with the top half torso of a person. And as you get him, you drop from the mech and land about right here. I've got Flick, so I'll throw the Flick body there, but...
Negating all the fall.
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, so Flick's next to you, but it's just his upper torso.
I'm gonna have to tell Steve at work
Does a
next
little-
Monday that Flick's officially dead.
Does a little bunny roll out beside?
Well, if you had explored or investigated around there was a table with his to see who it was before you approached. His stuff was off to the
To be
side.
fair, your upper torso is your most
Which
important
one's blue?
half.
As he hits
Oh,
the
blue
ground,
ball, yeah.
you guys are still in magical darkness, right? So
Mhm.
you, how long does that last for?
I don't know.
You just do stuff. I don't know.
What?
The body.
Yes.
Can I have a cucumber
Concentration
that
up to 10 minutes.
runs in Noah's yard?
Oh, 10
You can
minutes.
take one home with you
Yeah,
today if you want.
Okay.
I have the dots of them.
Yeah, but I want you to get
All right. So you don't see what's happening
You don't
there.
want to
Nobody
take it
does,
home
but
with
I got it.
what's everybody else? It comes up to everybody else's turn.
Searching the airship for explosives.
Yep. Over the comms, I believe I've killed Flick.
So investigation.
Can you
I pull Flick out of the darkness.
Can I get your cucumbers?
All right,
though?
so-
You wanna come look at them?
Natural 20, total of 25.
Oh, yeah.
So going through,
I'm just gonna see
you've
her
never been on
subjects
this
was
airship
out there,
before,
I didn't see
but you rolled high
it.
enough that
I see.
you've seen your fair share of airships. So
I
you
smell the gunpowder.
Yeah, as climbing on, you saw the different armaments, and hey, they
Oh,
probably
I
would
see
be
why you wouldn't
gunpowder and
use
stuff
those.
in the armaments. You run around the deck, realize that there's
You want a
a
giant
ballista
cucumber? Yeah, they
and
grew
the
way too
strange
big.
cannon that hooks into the core of the ship that looks very empire-ish,
Look how big.
that they stole from the derelict battleship many moons ago. But there's no
I
cannons.
came
Good
in.
that they installed it.
No cannons.
You wash it.
Or
you
no
fill it
no
up.
gunpowder or like.
Okay, but there is a cannon. Hey guys, I think I found a way to blow a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So you drag Flick out, his upper torso.
I want
And he's finally into the view of the open.
You want to have it.
And you
done
hear a
like
deep,
Noah's walking around with.
bassy voice
Jackson.
roll out. I would have taken him out of the mech if I were you.
Yeah, like Noah's.
We put certain protection
They're not really good
installed
for
in
anything
the
else,
mech
so.
to hold the darkness at bay.
Okay.
They're not,
Make a
they're
history
spiky.
check.
Because when cucumbers grow in a garden, they are kind of spiky.
So 12 minus 1. 11.
You somewhat remember when you're in the Founder District and you
Are
found
you
that
gonna
mech
use
with
the
the
pillion
soldier
on
in
it?
it, and you pried it
Do
open,
you want the pillion on
and the
it, or
soldier
you want me
began to
fill it?
like.
Noah's
He had
eating
weird
with the
tentacles
pillion.
coming out of him and looked like basically melted mush and flesh and stuff. When you pulled him out of the mech and pulled the hoses out of him, he started to slough and almost turn mushy. And once you hear that from across the yard and look down, Flake starts to bubble.
If you bring it to me, I'll put
His
it in
skin
a
starts
bag
to
so you can
stretch
have it
and
later,
blow it up.
okay?
And he starts to grow in size. And his fingers blowed out into multiple limbs as like an eyeball pops out of his back and an eyeball pops out of his forehead. And you start to see eyeballs and mouths
And after you eat
start
all
to
that,
come out of the
then I'll
sides
kill the rest, okay?
as he expands
That way it
into
stays clean for you.
Oh no.
just a gelatinous, monstrous, fleshy beast thing in front
So
of you.
we're gonna make
I
some
can
of
see
it, so
that,
we
right?
hold it.
Yeah.
Can we all see
He's
that
above.
And then if
He's
you
above
eat all the
15
top,
feet.
then I'll
Well, I pulled him out of the dark.
Oh,
Does
okay.
that work?
Can I see that from the airship?
You're searching for gunpowder and stuff.
Okay, I didn't know
Hey,
that.
hey, party! We have a problem.
That makes it then.
I would like to shoot the problem.
Yes.
Trouble shoot.
I don't need
On Android, I don't know where it is.
The shoot and troubleshooting.
That's all I can tell you.
Blows up Windows 98
part, and
computer.
then I'll fill it more. Okay? And remember, when you're done, you bring it to me and I'll put it in a bag for you.
Okay.
Does that work?
Actually, Marge, you might be more proficient with this particular weapon.
What kind of weapon's that?
That's a good pull.
A giant Empire cannon up there?
I seeing this drop the darkness.
Okay. Darkness dropped.
Is the mech just standing there now?
Yeah. Lit up.
Where is my?
Is that good? You like cucumbers?
Actually, I'm not too bad to hit with it. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm assuming I'm proficient.
You like
with
that big cucumber?
Marge runs over to the Empire Cannon and she goes,
Let's take a picture so we can see
this seems to be hooked into some inner controls. We might have to go onto the flight deck.
it. I'm on it! I'll try and find my way to the flight deck.
Alright, make a perception check.
23.
23. So you find yourself at the flight deck.
Look.
And you see a panel with buttons and levers, and as you walk up to it, make a intelligence check.
Yeah? You want me to fill it more?
The only person in the party that's flown this is out there.
You want me to fill it all off?
Can I do...
Yeah, you might actually eat a good amount of it. I'll fill a bunch.
All right,
I
so
don't
let's
think I can...
let's get a proper initiative order here.
Would you consider this
Three.
creature
That ain't
Oh
good.
yeah, it's still
a humanoid?
It was.
It was.
It was, but now it's
Damn.
Yeah. And there's a bunch over here too that they did yesterday.
Law of averages.
And
all right.
pepper.
2025. Anybody?
A purple pepper.
Oh, I didn't realize we were on...
Yeah.
15 and 20.
Lime pepper.
19.
17.
It's not a spicy pepper. It's
Do I
just
need to roll for
sweet.
Vixen too?
Yeah.
Good thing we rolled early, Tim.
Yeah, I know, right?
You don't like
We
sweet
are,
peppers either?
We're in
What
some
Vixen get?
in some stuff.
10.
Specifically, you're in some trouble.
I'm in
10 to
slightly
15.
less trouble.
14.
No, it's not spicy. It's sweet.
14.
You can look in those drawers. Those are just spatulas and spoons.
Who are we missing here? Marge. Natural orange.
That is a whisk.
I'm at
The
9.
one above it is a spatula.
Why is your kid so excited about spatulas?
And then that's
Spatula
the,
save!
I don't know.
What's his name?
No, that's Michael's drawer of stuff.
Okay, so we start out with
No,
Omal.
those are mine.
Omal, you're laying on the ground prone next to this beast, this monster that expands out next to you.
That's all for cooking.
Would I be on the ground if I drug him out?
Oh no, wait, yeah, okay. So you're standing up.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was gonna give him like, it's like last rites kind of thing, and no, turns out this happened. I felt bad. Okay, I'm stabbing with my radiant sword.
All right, go for it.
A few times, probably. Nat 20 for the first strike.
Okay.
I'll keep rolling. 16 plus 8 for the second strike.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. And I will be taking a... I'm going to save my third one. I haven't decided yet.
So I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Con save. Does rage affect con saves? Let's find out. Just for the sake of it.
That was strength.
Well, it affects things. Strength checks and saving throws. Yeah, okay. So, okay, con save. So that's 9 plus 7. So 16.
Wow. Okay. Good deal.
And you got that crit.
Oh, and I am immune to poison and disease, if that is anything you need.
Disease. Okay, so no. So you would have been immune to it anyways.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Alright.
I have my sheet, guys.
Good deal.
Yay!
Way to D&D.
We should probably
All
all
right. So
do
roll
that.
for damage.
Okay, so the first one's a nat 20.
Yeah. And you hit it with the radiant sword.
Radiant sword specifically,
So
yeah.
do the D8 sword damage and the D8 radiant damage. So
Okay.
give me all your slashing damage. For all your
Okay,
hits.
so I'm gonna roll. That's a 6 and a 2, so 8 plus 3 piercing damage for the.
So 11 total pierce. That's for all your hits.
That's for all my hits.
Yeah,
Sorry,
give me all
that
those.
was the nat 20.
Give me all your slashing damage.
So and that would be 7 for the second hit.
Okay. So
And what am I rolling for radiance?
a D8.
Okay, 2d8 for the natural 20. So 7 plus 4 for the natural 20, so 11 radiant. And a full 8 for the standard hit.
Yay!
Wow.
Okay. Good deal. Delaris, you're up.
I have my bonus action.
Bonus action. What are you doing here?
I believe I can use my bonus action to disengage and get out of the
Jimmy,
melee
put it in
range.
the bag.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Go for it.
Character sheets.
Ah!
I'll put it in the bag.
So you're using disengage.
Yes, and I believe I burned key to do it because that's part of my step of the wind.
How was your sleepover?
How far away are you getting?
Yeah, wherever I just put myself.
He has the movement.
5, 10 minutes, about 30, I don't know. So, let me find a 9 on this bitch.
Okay.
You know, I can go full 50. I mean,
Let's go like 40, 45 feet.
Okay, good deal. I'm glad
Yeah.
you got 45 feet away.
This is all over us whenever you're ready to go home.
I want to have enough range to run.
Delaris, how far away are you?
I don't know, 10 feet.
Is that how far you want to
You
be?
wanna hold it or you
When
want
you're
it
running
back?
towards it? When he drug it out of the darkness, where you're running towards them?
So good.
You're just kind of
I
hanging
was.
out.
I was just kind of.
Alright, make a wisdom
Here, let's
save.
rinse it off. Yeah.
Did I just accidentally
That's
get out
why
of
I
range
said
or
that we should
something?
put
I think I
filling
did.
on it so that way it won't be as slippery.
4 plus 12. 16.
Yep,
But
alright,
that's
you're
okay.
good. You get plus 12 to wisdom
There you
save?
Yeah.
Paladins, man.
Alright, you're good. Take your turn.
I had a plus 15 to charisma save.
Oh, free action over columns. Anyone that is able to actually help out here right now, you could be very useful.
What did you roll in your intelligence check for?
3.
Okay, yeah, you can't figure out how to fly this thing. Or I mean, not, you
Just
can't figure out how to
power it
power it
on.
on.
I'm gonna go and
Unleash the
I'm just
full
gonna.
paladin load.
It's gonna be all sticky.
So you're gonna
Just
run
do.
up and
Yep. Just
make a
hit him.
Constitution save.
Constitution save. For what?
Every time.
Is it disease?
Forget, yeah.
I'm immune.
What is wrong with you guys?
Divine health,
Mine-
baby.
I can get sick, bud.
That's all that matters.
I looked when he said something about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go at her. 2 12s plus something.
Plus something? Well, I need to know what that something is.
2 12s plus 9.
Yep, you got them.
So 21 on both.
Yep, both hit.
Alright, and I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Go for it.
Which, if I don't exactly remember how to use, but
You just tack on like 2d8. Something like that, depending on what level you use. Divine Smite!
Does it do radiant?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's Divine Sense.
gotta remember how to do this.
Divine Smite. 2d8 extra radiant damage plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first level you use. And plus 1d8 against undead or fiends.
Does it? Is it undead?
So you'll get the extra d8.
You just stick
So I'm looking at a minimum of 3d8.
If you use the first
As long as there's
level.
someone crying.
That should be okay.
Yeah.
Dump the
Which I'm not going to.
Dump the floor.
I'm gonna put 2 at 5th level.
2 of them at 5th level?
Both of them. Fucking
So that's 68
per attack.
per attack. So you're gonna get 12 d8.
There's already a spotlight on this, and somehow it gets brighter.
Guys, I didn't think that I would come to this, but I might need more d8s.
I've got it.
3, 6 d8 per, right?
Yeah, I mean 8.
I got 3 more here.
I'll just roll twice.
Okay. So, as you guys are fumbling around trying to figure out how to activate this energy cannon,
Go sit down. I'll get it.
you see the darkness around the mech dissipate.
Applesauce.
A huge
one,
monstrous thing appear, and then a massive glowing light
Hold
just
on.
appear behind
Go
it
sit down.
as a massively armored dragonborn jumps into the fray.
8, 16, 22.
I mean, at that level, you guys are almost like, hey, the sun's finally up. No.
First one's 25.
Okay.
Daybreak on the 5th day.
10. Wait. I was rolling the wrong dice.
Don't knock on it.
No, those
But
are
none of
these
them
guys.
were above 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you need more d8s? I've got
No.
more. Okay.
Jesus. 12, 24, 22, 27, 28.
25 and 28. That's 53.
There's nothing to cry over.
Okay.
Is that radiant?
Oh, you tripped. That happened.
That was all radiant.
That's a lot of damage.
Holy.
I still need to roll my 1d8 plus 9.
That was so fun. Yeah.
Jesus.
I can put it in a bag, yes. So you don't drop it again.
So 6 plus 9 is 15. 3 plus 9 is 12. So that's like 70 something damage.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the radiant's doing work.
Okay. So as you smash into it, you just see like a big section of it just like balloon up and pop, and you are sprayed with this like green mucus and stuff. And the other half of it is still sitting there.
Being gross.
Yes, being gross. But you almost cleaved this thing in half.
Alright, so Vixian is going to Hunter's Mark the thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinking that's going to hit 27.
Yeah.
Are we going to get the single highest damage roll that Vixian's ever done when it's not even set?
Sneak attack, fire damage, and Hunter's Mark. And it's been
attack,
and it gets his Colossus.
And Colossus, yeah.
Yeah, I already
Sit
got
down
that.
and relax. As long as they don't cry, you're good.
Okay, so there's 4 fire damage here.
You have to do this.
And
Oh, and he probably knocked one of his radiant arrows.
And then close
So
it.
add an extra d8 of radiant damage.
good call. I didn't know he had those.
Give it up on the TPK.
Okay, so that's 8 radiant
He
damage.
has 6 health, so he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, that was 8 damage. 7, 13.
Vic's taking another kill.
I used to clean up the house nice.
And then 17 piercing.
There's no point.
So give me a grand total here.
It's okay.
17 piercing, 8 radiant,
25,
and then 4 fire.
29. So 29 damage to this monstrosity that has 6 health left. So as Delaris is being hugged in tight to this thing, being pulled closer and closer to one of the large mouths just expanding towards him, an arrow just comes protruding out the side of it, and you see an arrow shaft just stop an inch from your face as it's sticking out of the backside of the monster. And the whole thing just expands out and just goes and explodes. And you're instantly just covered even more in goo, gore, blood, what have you. And
We're beyond Dragon Age at this point.
Wicked awesome! Tonight!
That's the second time he stole an awesome kill from me.
It was almost as if the arrowhead was close enough for you to high-five it, because you guys basically, you took down 90% of its health and he blew it up.
If you had deflect missiles and had stopped that, I would have laughed my ass off.
Oh my god.
Alright, so...
my radio. You know what? It's worked itself out.
Hey, let's put that back up, please.
Tev's still trying to figure out how to power this thing on.
She wrecked on it earlier.
Oh, did she get hurt?
Yeah.
What are you wanting me to do with this?
Dolores, let's get in the ship.
Alright, so everybody climbs in the ship.
Tev's still trying to figure out how to power this on.
Tab's at the control panel.
Can I make another intelligence check?
Yep.
Can I help?
Yep. Yep, advantage.
Thank you.
That's an ice pack.
15.
Alright, so Amal points out to what he assumes turns it on. He knows how to fly it, he's never fired the thing up. But between the two of you guys, you find a big lever that says power on.
When the battery seems dead, throw the lever that is red.
You turn it on, and nothing happens.
Hyper. I have.
You see,
I
Need a
I
better
have
mnemonic
Empire Power
device.
Source.
after a second, flickers, just the briefest of moment. You see the silhouette of a peachish purple unicorn on the control panel, laying there, and it looks at you and then fades, and on the screen it says no power device detected.
Can I wait until
This is my moment. I've been carrying a 200-pound power course.
I forgot you had that.
Where do I go? Dev. Stuff. Let's go.
I've never been on the ship. Marge, where do we put in the power?
I've never been on this ship either.
Do I have any vague idea?
The only person who's ever been on the ship is Omal.
I have a vague idea, I hope.
Make a history check.
I'm bad at that.
Well, you're trying to remember if you would have ever seen
10.
10. You don't remember.
Where's the engine? I try to find the engine room.
All right, make an investigation.
I mean,
check.
it's a small ship. It's not that big. So, 8.
8.
Help me find the
You're
engine
not
room.
having any luck.
All right, Ted's gonna investigate. 11. I'm rolling terrible now.
You guys wander around for a good 10-15 minutes.
I got an 18.
Reggie hits his hand on a wall and a panel opens up.
He's
The fawns. Okay, yeah.
perfect.
And you see a smallish container, or a smallish box that's maybe about 8 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches.
This is my moment. I plug in the battery.
It's too big.
This isn't my
You
moment.
see, as you look in, you see a small, almost bowl type thing that sits up, and in the bottom of that is a small pool of congealed blood.
What was our ship power thing?
Seems unsavory.
Turn 5.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Okay, put your battery on the ground, and we will. We're gonna run
So we did
metal
preschool
objects
last year, but
from the
we're doing
battery
it 'cause
into
we're on speech.
that congealed grossness.
Tev just sticks his
Yes,
hand in the
Just
into
for
the
evaluation
pool
again.
of blood.
Into the pool of blood?
Yeah.
It's gross. Their hands covered in
Yeah.
blood.
It wasn't a spike.
Sometime next week.
It wasn't a spike.
So we'll see.
So you're from
Oh,
this
what
area?
did I do that? I'll prestidigitation my hand clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now we need to run some metal from your battery to this pool of blood, and then you have to pull the red lever again When there's a connection.
Alright.
Alright, let's make some intelligence checks.
The baby's getting on
Oh, I failed that before I showed up.
the little is too.
10.
Don't worry, guys. I've got us.
I don't think this is gonna.
16
Okay. Reggie,
against all odds.
15.
that was the cutoff. You had 2 successes. Alright, so now I need all dexterity checks to see how well you can hook this up.
Which one?
22.
For the sake of this. Plus 2. 13.
What'd you get? 22.
Reggie, as you guys are fumbling around, reaches around you guys ghost style and helps you hook it up properly.
Which one of you is my Whoopi Goldberg?
And you manage to make a decent connection for those from the Empire that are used to fiddling around with electronics in your youth during your training days.
Pull the lever. Pull the lever.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing the lever.
You pull the lever, and you see the energy, or the battery, flare up, and there's a spark, an arc of electricity that goes through the metal, lights up, that blood starts to kind of ripple and boil a little, and you see the unicorn reappear on the dashboard, and it looks up at you, and it's still laying down, and it tries to stand up, and just falls back onto its stomach, and looks up and says, "I need my heart."
Divert all power to the weapons. I don't have your heart.
What does that mean? That's gross.
I can't run without my heart.
How many things are powered by meat here?
Where's your heart?
Where's your heart?
They took it.
Who's they?
The dwarves.
What is your heart?
My heart is my heart.
But it's,
Marge, try the gun.
I was hoping it was like
Marge comes up to the gun and goes, "Looks like it's got a little juice. I think you diverted power to it."
That's not what Mark sounds like.
Oh, homie. Looks like it's gonna work.
Hi, buddy. Will you pick up the toys? No.
All right, she's going to roll
No more
an after
snacks.
dexterity modifier, which is, I believe, like this.
Big bright.
It's like plus 30. She can hit a wall.
my closet door like that.
Marge, dexterity plus 4.
Fell on me.
Empire.
It came off the track apparently, and I went to like open it, and because it wasn't on the track, I just pulled
Alright,
it.
so
and it
plus 13 here. I think she's gonna hit.
So that was a cool like 4:45
Yep,
a.m.
27.
experience.
27. Alright, so she's gonna roll her 3d10 worth of damage
On the wall?
on the wall. And 21.
Oh,
I
is
was
the
looking
wall-
for 20 damage.
Is
What?
the wall bloody now?
Yes, the wall is bloody. It hits the wall, and there is a large explosion, and shrapnel and pieces of rock just go everywhere. It's not all the way through, but there is a large recess in there now from where it blew up.
Do we got enough for one more?
We can give it a shot. Shot.
Somebody asked the unicorn.
Hey, unicorn, is it like a specific heart, or do I just need to go find a heart?
Well, you big dummy. The dwarven dragon ship was powered by the heart of a dragon, which is a magical beast. Unicorns are magical beasts. This airship was powered by a unicorn heart. My heart.
I mean, Sophia.
Where can I find your heart?
The dwarves have it. I don't know what happened once they took it off the ship. They landed it here, took everything out of it, and then took my heart.
It's a magical heart, though. Don't you have like some kind of magical
I
connection
saw
to it?
a large armored person with spikes sticking out of his armor. He was larger than the dwarves, probably more humanish.
What's your blood type?
I know, I told her she could.
He had a large red cape.
Like a jetpack, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he flew away. I'm sorry.
Sophia.
She flew away.
Don't
Yeah.
She said she'd be
No.
right back. Remember?
I don't think that's the same person.
Okay.
This person was probably a little larger and a little more important than her.
What a very
He
perceptive
had a
unicorn.
strange symbol on his
Oh, that
on his
guy.
armor.
Yeah.
Almost
Well,
like
funny story.
almost like a hawk head sitting on a triangle with lightning.
Not very happy.
Yeah, you want to go in there and play?
Storm Legion.
He's right there. He was looking for you.
It's Commander
No,
Tullius.
Lord Commander?
It's Commander Tullius, probably.
You hear Marge shout down, "Yeah, that checks out. Irene and Lucas are Storm Legion."
That's who I thought I was taking it. That's who I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. That
When
just
I said they
confused me.
flew away.
Yeah, they flew away.
You saw a very similar person's description in the lighthouse upstairs before Delaris tripped and fell downstairs.
Oh,
It was a good time.
Yeah,
12 sessions ago. Yeah.
that was last session.
Seems like a lifetime.
Okay.
Okay, side quest, engage.
Oh, we have a main quest.
That's how side quests work.
Either way, we're gonna have to get this bird off the ground at some point. Sorry, horse, I guess.
What if we
This
trick
horse
it?
off the ground.
What if we trick it?
Reggie, make a perception check.
Unicorn friend, how many dwarf hearts equate to one unicorn?
27.
The heart of a magical
27.
beast.
Yeah, but
no,
I mean,
Powers a ship.
He asked me for a perception check. I got 27.
You hear a scream out in the yard.
Describe it.
A very manly dwarven shout. And as you look, you see a dwarven guard stumbling forward, covered in blood, as Rolf stalks up behind him and slicks his axe in his back, puts a foot on his back, and pulls it out with a wet, rips it out. As several more dwarven guards are running from him screaming, and you see Rolf stalking towards your direction as the guards run and try to hide amongst the partially built mechs.
We could put so many dwarf hearts in
Piper.
here.
Piper. Are you
They're not
cleaning
even
up
bothering to
like
kill
that?
Rolf. Maybe we could just walk into this lighthouse and get the heart.
Clean up.
I mean, I'm very fast.
We could send Rolf into the lighthouse to get the heart.
Now you're thinking.
I don't think I can heal Rolf because I'm pretty sure that would hurt him. Or else I would heal him.
Is he considered undead or like an automaton?
He's an automaton. You guys figured that out a few seconds ago.
They're working on your nice voice.
You weren't here when they activated Rolf, were you?
No.
They and the bottom of the lighthouse. That's where they store the Rolfs and Ralphs on racks, and there's a big conveyor belt that takes them to their different guard posts. And they found one that was waiting to be having a soul transferred to activate him, and they went ahead and activated it and put the soul in him, and he got up, and they told him to go guard, and so he left.
You guys should have picked a different soul form.
So, do you want to make the DM happy and do one of his side quests? Unicorn heart, or do we want to just exit in
You
the
guys have
hole?
like 10 different sides. I don't care what you do. You've
We
got
have a
like 10
lot of
side
different-
quests.
Listen,
Like
I
my
want
side
ship
quest.
and my mech. I want my mech back. I've never used it.
Hear me out.
You have his mech and Vixian's dad over in the military district. You have your dragonborn you're chasing down in the construction district. You have the unicorn heart in the lighthouse.
It's right here. I mean, we're already
Yeah.
lighthouse adjacent.
Let's radio Quack and ask for air support outside the market district, and then go into the lighthouse.
I'm just mad that I didn't pick up on the fact like 9+ months ago when we got here, because we've been in the capital for a while. I don't know anymore. That apparently our ship got captured and brought to the capital, and that's why my wrist lit up.
Yeah.
It's all coming in waves.
Hear me out, guys. Put a pin in this. And while we're searching for this unicorn heart, we go take care of my problem.
But your problem is somewhere different than the unicorn heart.
Like you don't know that.
This feels
The
like
unicorn heart's right here, man.
Yeah.
If we have the ship, your thing's way easier to do.
We can fly to the construction.
Maybe.
like this feels like I'm being tricked. Like we'll do this thing you want to do over here, where it's not at.
Anyways, so unicorn heart,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pegasus heart. What?
I'm assuming Quack is not.
Now, if we put a Pegasus heart in there, the whole ship would probably melt down.
So Tev will briefly switch his comms channel back to what it was previously. The message Quack. Say, requesting emergency air support outside the market district. Stop.
Oh, hi,
We're
sir.
running.
I haven't heard you several days. What happened? Nobody responded to any of my messages.
Hey, if you guys can't Monopoly, Sophia,
We've been in
you guys
trouble,
put
and
Monopoly up?
we're running from trouble.
Where are you at?
why don't you see if Oliver
We're
will
headed outside the market district. We'll be there in,
Is it
I don't know,
after
half an
the-
hour maybe. 20 minutes, you might get there now.
You don't mind?
Scramble.
Yeah, the airship's on the coast, though. It'll take me
Remember that later.
a day to get there.
You bring it up! And I'll switch the comms channel.
I'm not mad.
Subtle.
I'm not mean. I'm just telling you that.
Alright.
You can either do it now with people here to help you, or you can do it
Let's
later.
do a deception check.
You're good at this, I hope, Bart.
Not bad. Well, I rolled a natural one, so it doesn't
Monopoly,
matter.
the way
Hell
you're
yeah.
supposed to, you can pick it up, too.
I'm not bad at it normally, but
Yep, that 9's gonna beat your natural.
yeah, I have a total of 7.
Alright.
How common are horses?
How
Hey, hold on. Let me have this. Okay, so we said we're outside the market. We told him to go to the market district. He's totally not going to listen.
There's giant mountain goat type deals that they use as horses, and because this is where they build the mechs that are designed to haul stuff, they have a lot of hydraulic mechs that are used for pulling things around. So there's, I mean, you could probably find some horses, but they're not very common.
But more common than unicorns?
Yeah,
Okay.
horses don't have magical arts
Well, but like what defines a unicorn, right? It's a horse with a
with a
horn.
magical
With a horn.
essence.
With a horn on it. Right? And I could, if you gave me a horse and said this needs a horn, that is something I could make happen.
But you would not imbue it and make it into a magical creature.
What is in a name?
Could I polymorph it into a unicorn?
It would look like a unicorn, but it definitely wouldn't have the power of a unicorn heart.
And I suppose when we rip out its heart, it would probably morph back into
Yes.
it. So.
Well, but if the computer thought it was a unicorn heart,
Oh, someone died.
Two.
Take the kids
No.
to school. I have school. I get out of school. I take the kids out.
Rolf got him.
Sophia has volleyball.
Rolf
Lola has
is at
And then
120 health.
I'm going to sleep.
How does
Pretty much.
Ralph
Turns
has
out-
almost as much health as me?
I was going to say, it turns out Rolf has legendary actions and everything.
No, that's what he has
He's like
left.
a monster.
Excuse me.
We fought one of them already.
You fought, yeah, a weird, dark version of them in the Foundry District.
You see Thor?
And you pushed him out the window.
She's pretending to be a baby.
And you murdered the other one that was childish and playing with the toy crossbow.
very cool, guys.
That was before we learned how to D&D.
Since then, you've murdered an innocent receptionist.
Okay, that was Delaris. We fed.
Boy,
Melissa
if only
Woman.
Herodis was
Jeff
here.
the
The
Bag.
school district, we could visit the kid.
Yeah.
He's totally there, right?
He's somewhere.
I don't know if
Herodis
you're
is somewhere
like,
around there.
I had so much plans
They're
for
ridiculous
Glitch with
things
that.
to
He was gonna go looking for Heritus
These little ones,
and
like,
try
those
and
cost
find him.
$20.
And
Costco had the big giant special.
Hey, Glitch is possibly still alive.
Yeah.
I was gonna have a
We
town
always
crier
get
be
kids
running
Natural
around,
stuff animal
20.
Valentine's
be
Day.
running around the
Yeah,
town
ridiculous
like
things
shouting the
like
exploits
Yeah, like and stuff.
of Heritus.
And so
Only
then
I'd
we
call
just
him
don't
Jerry.
have those this year. She likes this with
And that if anyone approached him to deliver a secret
You
message
hear,
to him,
because nobody's told Marge otherwise,
Jackson.
boom! And the wall explodes. She rolled a natural 20, printed on the wall, and it just explodes. And seeing as how you were up against the wall that leads into the Tinker District,
baby.
there's a giant hole where you can see some very surprised merchants with wagons loaded down with pieces of equipment, some mechs stopping by, a few guards, and they are all like knocked prone from the explosion, from the blast, from the concussive blast. And there's a good 6-7 foot wide hole just straight through this thing.
Where exactly are we?
Alright, this is perfect. Now let's run for the unicorn heart.
So you
The
are
lighthouse.
right here.
They think we're going out the hole.
Can you rough it on here?
They'll never see it coming.
Misdirection. And now we can go back down to the sewers. This is...
You know, if we go to the market.
Go to the lighthouse.
And lay on it, so nobody can take it from you.
And then the construction district.
Is there anyone left alive still from?
Your room.
So
Go look.
you don't know. I mean, in this area, no. There's nobody moving in this
Go
area.
look, please.
Okay.
Rolf, keep up the good work.
Thanks, buddy.
You want me to follow her?
Oh, thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Go look. You want to follow her? Let me let you follow her?
Seems like he's working his way to a
Yes.
promotion.
Okay.
He's man dedicated to his job. That one.
It's going to come up in his quarterly review.
He doesn't have one to chill. Yeah.
And he, seeing the hole in the wall, starts stalking towards the hole. In the
Oh
wall.
no. You can't let him out.
Oh
You
no.
can't let him out in the public.
Oh no.
Rolf, stay in the wall.
Rolf,
Stay in the wall.
guard our airship, sir.
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm bad at that.
It wasn't in no
I'm helping him.
Where? How
do
does a
advantage.
giant squishmallow go?
Stay in the wall, buddy. Stay in the wall, buddy.
You didn't look very good.
9.
Falling on deaf ears.
So if I go up and find it in your
I'm gonna guard this place well.
No, Rolf, no. He's not a person. I can't charm person.
I run and I jump off the ship.
That's hurtful.
I run, I jump off the ship and I go after him.
All right,
Hold on. Is he humanoid?
Now that he can hear me.
No, I'm gonna cast suggestion on him. He needs to make a wisdom save. Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure it's not a creature.
Was
It's
it Rolf?
creature.
Roll.
Are automatons creatures?
What would you consider like a warforged?
A
I think
humanoid?
they're creatures, but
Warforged aren't constructs; they're artificial humanoids, which means the rules treat them like humanoids. So yeah, anything that affects a humanoid would affect him.
okay. Yeah, suggestion. He needs to make a wisdom save.
7.
That is a failure. Okay. So,
Maybe you should guard her.
let me
He is considered a humanoid. I don't know if you heard that.
What are we trying to do?
Keep
Keep
him
him
from
from
going.
on a killing spree.
Yeah.
I cast hold person.
Because there's no
I
no,
just
we
cast
got it, we got it, we got
suggestion
it.
on him. I got
Oh,
this. I'm
okay.
just figuring out.
Because
how
there's
to
now a
do
big
this.
hole in the wall that would let him get to the general population, where things would.
Rolf, continue patrolling within the wall. Do not leave the walled area. Do not go through that big hole. Continue your patrol inside the wall.
He slows to a stop and turns and starts stalking off to a direction. Yeah. So he's gonna start heading this direction.
I like the consequences of our actions right now.
So for 8 hours,
worked
at
out
least,
for us.
he is staying within the wall.
Alright.
He's gonna fight a tank.
Oh God.
If Rolf drives by in a tank,
Hey, buddy!
I don't think he even fits. He'll fit in a mech.